Hello, Steam. Turn on. Hello, Engine. Hello. Okay, hopefully everything's going well. Oh, that's a bit new. Never was that bug. Okay. There it is. Sorry. For context, I was just booting up Tiny Bunny. That's good to hear that everything's going well. Hopefully your weekend has been good too. Yesterday was a really weird time. So, like, for context, you guys, yesterday I was celebrating my mom's birthday with, me, my older sister, and of course my mom. And my older sister, she booked us a reservation at, like, a nice restaurant, and I had a weird time at this restaurant, not gonna lie. So, for a bit of context, you guys, this restaurant is a bit more... It's a bit more higher class restaurant. Like, like you dress up super nicely, you can only get in with reservations, you have to sort of, like, quite well. And they're only open from nighttime. What I mean by that is that the restaurant in question opens at 6 p.m. So, like, there's a more, like, higher class establishment. And that was, like, a type of place that changed their menus, like, basically every month. Like, every month is, like, a new menu, basically. Basically, the way I describe this restaurant, you guys, is you don't pay for what food you order, you kind of pay per person. So it was like $90 per person, which is a lot of money, but how the restaurant works is the menu is small and it only has 4 sections. Like an entree, appetizer, the main food, and the dessert section. And there's only 4 items in each section. How the restaurant works is you will have 1 item from each section. So you choose 1 entree, like 1 appetizer, then 1 entree, then 1 main item, and then 1 dessert item. So you pay $90 for 4 servings of different food. So yeah, there's always at least 1 option in each category that will cost a bit extra money. But it's again, like a really high service plate, and it's like, to be fully honest, I didn't really have the best time at the restaurant, sadly. Because what happened was, during, like, the entree, so what me and my family decided to do is, there was 3 of us, right? We each ordered 1 item from the menus differently. Like, none of us ever had the same 2 items. They were all different, and then we all shared each other's. So I chose item A, my mom chose item B, my sister chose item C, and then we all had a bit of each. That was our game plan when coming in. So, what happened was, it was also like a really long time. So for context, we got there right when the place opened up. So we came in at 6 p.m. No, it wasn't 6 p.m. It was 5 p.m. Sorry, my bad. My apologies. We went in at 5 p.m. and we left once we finished our dessert, which was around 7:30. So we were in there for 2.5 hours. Which, not be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of the waiting time, to be honest. I felt like certain items took a bit too long to prepare. So for the first section, it was our entrees. So the items we chose was a special, like, salad, which was like deer meat and, like, golden meat. Then there was, like, a Caesar salad, and then, like, scallops. Like, if you guys know, like, escargots, which is like a snail on a mushroom, scallops is like a type of seafood on a seashell. That's the 3 items we chose for our entrees, and to be honest, they were a bit too salty for my liking. Like, the scallops were good, but too salty. The Caesar was fine, and the deer and golden beef, I did not taste jack. Literally, I didn't taste anything during that section. Then we went to hit for the side dish. We chose, like, a nice, like, it was like a beef type of tot. Then it was like yam and, like, type of, like, unique cheese. And then the third one I actually can't remember, sorry. But during this one, it was actually like my least favorite, because the biggest... I don't know if this makes any sense, you guys. I feel like I'm a commoner, like a low-class person, because of my taste bud. Like, all of these food that were super fancy, super high class, but, like, I didn't like them. I like more simple, basic food. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, because during the third round, the main dish, it was a, like, nice chicken on rice, with, like, a nice, like, black, like, it's, like, a really, like, fancy sauce, like, a really fancy sauce. Then maple wood smoked salmon with caviar on top. I literally ate my salmon with by removing the caviar and the black sauce, and then some really spicy noodles. That literally all my sister was able to handle. And then the only good section was the dessert. I mean, yeah, same here. The only good section was the dessert, like 10 out of 10, some of the best desserts I have. Oh, the spoon was good. The tart was a bit too tart for my like. And the ice cream lemon pie, oh, those were some really good desserts. But the worst thing about the restaurant was the bathroom. I'm not joking. The worst thing about that place was the bathroom. To give you an idea on how bad the bathroom was, think of like a square, right? A perfect square. On the left side of that wall is the sink. On the right side is like the urinal. The door was was literally in the middle of the bottom like side. So literally, the moment you open the door, you can literally see the urinals. Like there is like no like wall there to walk in a bit, then into the bathroom. No, it's like literally you open the door, immediate bathroom. And it's not like a single-use bathroom. It's supposed to be like a multi-people bathroom. Like there's a toilet and two urinals, so they were expecting multiple people to use this at a time. And the door was not able to lock properly. Like literally, the door, it was slightly broken so it wouldn't close all the way in. So I didn't feel comfortable using the urinal. I decided to go into the one toilet area, because it actually has a bathroom stall. Yeah, the light wasn't reaching that area. There was only one light bulb in that bathroom, and it wasn't reaching into the toilet stall. So I literally had to pee in the dark, which is not fun. Like, literally. But, like, that was just, like, my experience. My mom and older sister had a much more better experience at the restaurant because they actually enjoyed the food a lot more. But, yeah, no. I do genuinely think I don't have a high-class taste bud. Ugh. But, other than that, as the title suggests, today's the final episode of Tiny Bunny's officially out. Episode 5 is now here. And I kind of want to, so for context, you guys, normally I play games when they're like a good, like, while old. I don't play things on, like, day 1. But the final episode of Tiny Bunny came out 2 days ago. It's like, hey, let's do it now. For the romance event for the Twisted Wonderland, I'm planning to just quickly skip over all of the story notes, and then we can do it on like a later stream day. Because I just realized... Because this was like, yeah, I'm still on book 3 and the last book is out and it's about to end tomorrow. So yeah, I'll quickly just skip all of the notes and then we can actually finish it at a later time. So, let me change scene. Go capture Tiny Bunny. Okay, let me know if you guys are able to see this and hear it too. Let me just actually like increase. The text good. Full speed, audio good. Okay, good. Okay, so this is my original save file. So for the context, you guys, in my original playthrough of Root, I was on the Paulina route. We did not choose to accept the gifts from the fake Father Snow, which revealed to be like the fourth monster in the like who we've been dealing with. Basically, we found the big bad. Then, if I recall, this save was with Roma, and we chose to go to the set. And I believe this one was with Roma, but we went to the police. Each of these routes we chose to not give in to the candy. I believe there was one choice that we made where we accept. Yeah, I believe this is the one we chose to where we accept the candy. So let's continue on. And yeah, the biggest mistake. And that was the end of chapter 4 last time. So let's see how this is gonna go. Bunny tasty meal, episode 5. Bunny tasty meals prepare. Yeah, so I have at least like start. I threw off the blanket, gasping for air. It took all of my focus to recognize the paintings on the walls and the window's wooden frame screen that was broadcasting the same old voice. Cold drops trickled down my chest. I trembled, thinking there was saliva dripping from a maul left ajar over my head. Oh, are you talking about me? Is it something off of my voice? Sorry. But it was just sweat. It was all just a dream. I reflectively wiped myself with the blanket. How did I get home? When did I fall asleep? You sound that off me, you just sounded tired and I was mixing. Oh, that's fine. Well, it is 9:13 p.m. Theoretically, I did woke up 12 hours ago, so. That's okay, that's okay. But thanks for checking up on me, Ancha. No, seriously. I want to use a drill, but I can't because my sister's trying to sleep. It's a weird thing. My thoughts just stumbled fast into each other, limping on the clutches of my weak conscience. The drawings I had now looked like flat and meaningless dabs. Darkness crawled around my bedroom on its back belly. Dead decrepit walls around me gutted and creaked. The wind chammed the front of the house, intent on breaking in and tearing its inhabitants apart with its crooked claws. Barbie! I peeked a tentative glance out the window. Oh, this is kind of newer. See his little reflection on the window. The sun was hidden behind a thick white veil. The blizzard whipped up its white flags into the sky, but it was not a sign of surrender. The feel of the forest got lost in the haze. A fist-eyed lamppost at the side of this appealing road was the last glimmer of light around. The day became the night, an endless polar apparition that whispered and roared, and circled around the house. Okay, that should. Okay, that got me. that actually got me. Okay, you got good job here. You got me fun. Okay, let's just lower the voices a little bit. I slapped myself on the cheek, then rushed into the hallway to make sure Ola was okay. That my nightmare, my personal nightmare, didn't hurt her. I want to turn on the lights. My sister was in bed, our parents tending to her. Ola's face had a grazed tint to it, and her lips were colored a scary shade of blue. I looked at her legs, wrapped in a blanket, expecting the cloth to turn scarlet. A brief moment of respite followed. Ola's legs were fine. What happened? She suddenly had a huge fever. I told you not to open the window. Whatever. There's no point arguing right now. We need to save her. Ole went into a coffee fan. Okay. I know this sounds a bit weird. When the chapter first started off with the Anton waking up, I was really afraid of like it was all a dream moment because Remember, chat, like, what was it? Was it like a whole year since Chapter 4 came out? Hold on, I need to quickly look. When did Chapter 4 Tiny Bunny episode 4 release date? When did episode 4 came out? May 31st, 2023. People were waiting over 2 years for this update. And the reason why I was immediately scared when Enter woke up and was like, it was a dream, was because it was like, you know, people waited 2 years to see what was the continuation. We left off with his legs being eaten off. It was like, oh, it's all a dream, nothing matter. People will be pissed off about that. But luckily, they're doing this instead. Where there was a consequence, but it wasn't extreme. Because, like, it's weird. Because for me, I just recently started playing Tiny Bunny, like, back in August or September, so I was not waiting that long for this episode. But imagine somebody that was waiting for those 2 years for this last episode. She had a hard time lifting her eyelids. Her eyelashes were stuck together. Her chest vibrated from hectic breathing. I shook my head, trying to chase away the intensive whispers, the image of dead, worm-infected monsters dancing in the glass. What is it, infection? Dad was gawking at his nails, anxious. Because with the whole probably hallucinating drug-like thing happening, probably only her getting saved in half was fake. If that happens, like, yeah. Because we also know... Oh, hi, Talk with Geese. Holy hell, a 25 stream streak. Nice. Let's go, Talk with Geese. Ooh, but no, seriously. That's an interesting thing, because since we know hallucinations aren't a thing... Okay, I have a question, guys. Do you believe Anton is a reliable narrator? Or you guys don't really trust him with him being a reliable narrator? What do you guys think of it? Because we know, like, in doing these chapters, most of all is that the effects are hitting him. Especially with the monster in the forest affecting him. Get me to see it. Already did. Here you go. There's just a little bit left. He handed over a small bottle. Half and half. If something seems to counteract him, I believe that what you see when it's wrong. The only question is Aliska. What is Aliska's goal in this? Because, okay. So, a bit of context, you guys. We know that the monster in the forest was pretending to be Father Frost in episode 4. So, a little rundown in, like, a bit of Slavic folklore, specifically for New Year's. So, in a bit of Russian folk, like a bit of Slavic, like, tradition, they don't normally celebrate Christmas on the 25th. Instead, they kind of combine New Year's and Christmas together. So, like, on New Year's, not only is like a big party to celebrate the New Year, but when it's midnight, that's when they exchange the gifts. Instead of believing in Santa Claus or St. Nicholas, it's someone named Ded Grove, or Father Frost. And we know that the first monster was pretending to be Father Frost. So, the thing about it is that in the tale, like in some places, there's like Mrs. Claus, or like, you know, Miss Santa. In other tales, it might be Krampus. For the Slavic area, Father Frost has a granddaughter. I'm forgetting the granddaughter's name. It was like Miss Snow, or like daughter of the Snow. Like, all you know is like Father Frost and then the granddaughter. Do you think Aliska might be the granddaughter of the monster, theoretically? I don't remember the full tale of the granddaughter of Father Frost, so if I had been listening to look what the tale was about, maybe it could be like more information. I noticed how Mom held her hand over Dad's for a second, then gave it a light squeeze and let go. The blizzard outside was growing stronger, but the storm that always raced between my parents had subdued for now. If I like oilers, illness made them stop and reflect on their behavior.
Грелка вот.
Use the hot water bottle. No, I won't take it. You're bad. Because they have both of their children have naturally white hair. It's clear that there isn't a coincidence. Yeah, no. She was delirious. Her pupils rolled back, her speech impaired. Ooh. Did Anton and Olga had a connected dream, actually? That's the one thing I actually never thought about, because I was too focused on, like, Anton's point of view. We know, like, Olga was dealing with, like, being watched over by the owl. I never thought, like, ooh, were they having, like, similar dreams together? Or, like, in some way connected. Her words were akin to a jolt of lightning. Since he has a fever and people get delirious or bad fevers, it could be that they're going to use her as leverage to try. True, because they're like, hey, give us meat or we'll get your family. So this is what they're doing. It's like, hey, when serious about this, here's proof. Come on, Olga, be a good girl. What do we do? The dad put his palms on Mom's shoulder. We're so sorry, sweetie. A tear rolled down Mom's cheek. She slipped into an engaged towards my son's figure in the doorway. But so sorry, Anton. We've not been ourselves lately. We neglected you guys. And you are most precious treasures.
Путались, Антон.
We've been so lost, Anton.
Не стоило бросать вас без присмотра.
We shouldn't have abandoned you like that. I didn't know what to say. I could not remember the last time my parents spoke to me in this manner, as well as the last time they held hands. We had bought them together. Yay for trauma bonding, let's go. But at what price? I thought about the hungry beast from the forest, about the flute and its not this easy call, about the dead creatures jumping over the plains. I know they can't force her to take the medicine. She could choke on it because she chose not to. Yeah, not true. And about Ronka crawling on all fours too.
Вы врачу позвонили?
Did you call the doctor?
Позвонили.
We did.
У него машина в такой мороз не заводится.
His car wouldn't start in the cold,
Я сейчас за ним съезжу.
so I'll need to go pick him up. Mom took the empty silver bottle,
Я пока в поселок за лекарствами пойду.
and I'll go pick up some medicine in the village.
Школы.
There's a pharmacy near the school.
Собирайся, Карина, я тебя довезу.
Okay, get it. Karina, I'll drive you there.
Сейчас главное действовать слаженно, сообща.
We need to act together as a team. Oh, I imagine my parents dragged through the forest as a ticket light up with small crimson eyes that looked like generator bulbs.
Не ходите!
Don't. Oh, right, because the forest. Oh, I think this is the forest master's plan. He's gonna try to. Oh, hold up. You think the forest master might have purposely made them lose more medicine? Because I think he's trying to bait them to go now. A scream escaped my foot. Olga stood under the blanket of his foot. Dosa, save me. Dad found a response.
Мы туда и обратно.
We'll be right back.
Слушай, нам сейчас очень нужна твоя помощь.
Look, we really need your help now.
Помощь заключается в том, чтобы...
What we need you to do is... Mom's under the mask.
Что за мультфильмы она смотрела?
What kind of cartoon did you watch?
В том, чтобы присмотреть за сестрой, пока нас не будет.
Is to look after your sister while we're away.
Но, пап,
But Dad,
Следи, чтоб ей было тепло.
make sure she stays warm.
а вдруг она проснется, а вас нет?
And what if she wakes up while you're gone?
Вдруг ей что-то понадобится?
What if she needs something?
Тише, милый, все будет хорошо.
Calm down, sweetie. It's gonna be alright. She saw me a weary smile. That smile of hers I'd never trade for any candy in the world.
Обещаешь?
Promise?
Я верю. Чего бы мне это ни стоило.
We'll be back, whatever it takes.
Ты нам очень нужен здесь.
Right now, Anton, please. We need you here.
Скорее, Карина, мы теряем время.
Oh, yeah, Kakina. We're wasting time. I was looking a little animated at this Tony. That's cute. After 5 or so minutes, the door downstairs clicked shut, and the dad's car engine revved up among the bullets of the wall. Darkness under the mask? Oilers described images from my dream in her previous armor, things he had no way of knowing. We could, at least one of them should be seen as realistically, like call one of the neighbors fell. That's a Baba mention. We technically don't have neighbors. Because remember, the newest house is in the village where we have to take a long walk. Now it's got to jump over a bridge too. We don't properly have neighbors. That's the issue.
Их не существует.
They don't exist. A voice ran out in my head and at the same time screams from all the nooks and crannies in the house. I mean, they could call them on the phone. They clearly have a way to get... True. We will come when the night falls. Bunny, bring us tasty meat. Will become a juicy treat. I broke free from the illusion's embrace like it was a spider web, then sprinted out of the room, almost tumbling down the stairs. I wanted to run outside and feel myself on my parents' necks and tell them how much Ollie and I love them, that we'd never fight or argue again, anything to make them stay with us in this terrifying hour. I swung the door open, but the raging blizzard had already covered the trail of Dad's car. The universe converted into a tiny spot in the front of the porch. The house got immediately dark and colder. Something rustled in the attic. Mice? A foxtail? Shadows climbed the walls. Lobos creak in empty rooms. Locks counted down the minutes without mercy. The night was almost upon us. I remember the instructions from my parents. I need to look after Ola. To do that, I'll do whatever I can. What if Ola wakes up hungry? Ooh, hold on. Open. Some leftovers condensed milk. Linguistics in the freezer. I sliced up a loaf of bread into quarters just like Oila liked it. And then, Pusing How mixed in the wind song. Something dark was there, in a blizzard by some living being darted around in the snow.
Нет, до ночи еще далеко.
No, the night still fell away.
Вы обещали дать мне шанс.
Promise to give me a chance. A pitiful yapping meets my ear. The snowstorms subside for a moment, chasing away the swarms of snowy flies, and I recognized a night dog in the ball of floor that shivered in front of me. Maybe that was the chance I was looking for. Sulka. The sway wagged its tail as if hurt myself and was towards the front door. It whimpered as it crawled to the wooden planks with its tiny paws asking me to let it in.
Приветик.
Yo. I bent down and rubbed the dog's behind its ears. It wags its tail even faster. The dog. Meat. We're not. Oh god, we're gonna be sacrificing the dog. What if I offer some dog meat to those monsters from the leftovers? Will we be able to lose some to hunger? Rather than think of how I killed the poor animal, I started backtracking, whistling. The blizzard whispered in unison with me, as if supporting my devil's plan. The sailing stray ran to the hallway. I shut the door as fast as I could, afraid that the dog would smell the danger and try to run away. Happy barks resound through the house.
Дурочка, Олю разбудишь.
Pipe down to wake up Ola. No, we can't just get into in the hallway. The chicken was a better choice. Ah, look at this. Zuko tried to lick my face when I pick up by dogs.
Ты, наверное, проголодалась, девочка.
She probably hungry, huh? I meant to check the freezer. Then tore the plastic bag with meat bits open and flew it in the context to the dog. That looks way too photorealistic. It saved the frosty bones of caution and then flashing a suspicious look.
Давай.
Heat up. These made with mom's cross was as the makeshift oilcloth. I spread them around the floor so not to get the floor dirty. Seems like my dad, who was constantly busy, forgot to sharpen our knives. Oh no. I felt dizzy at the thought that I need to swallow a withering Zuka like a pig.
Чем бы тебе таким, чтобы не мучилась?
How do I make it at least make? Can we choose not to kill it? Someone else smoked inside
Ты
me.
это... Постой тут.
Listen, I need to stay here for now.
Я за топором схожу и убью тебя. Хорошо?
With a look of vexation in its eyes, the dog started its last dinner. My legs gained 10 kilograms of each as I struggled towards the attic. As I peered into the darkness, I was scared that I would come face to face with a goat's maw, feel the sense of his dirty fur and his cool fingers grasping my neck. Oh, god damn it, scene. Wait. I'm no longer scared, you guys. I'm annoyed now. Screw you body little suspension. The attic was empty. The axe lay with its blade towards me, casting it into its shadow. But we got a weapon now. My fingers lock around the handle.
Собака или сестра?
Remember, it's either the dog or your sister.
Собака или я сам?
It's either the dog or yourself. I felt unending hatred towards myself, towards that stupid, totally innocent dog, towards my parents, who had abandoned us and driven away in their car, towards the beast that had left me no choice. I hated the entire world. With that anger in my heart and my axe at the ready, I entered the kitchen to execute the last of my plan. My sister leaned against the table to stop herself from falling over. I dropped the tool and rushed towards the exhausted Olga.
Ты зачем встала?
Thank you. Why did you get up?
Слышала, как собачка залаяла.
I heard the doggy barking.
Мне уже лучше.
I'm feeling better already.
Не обманывай. Скорее иди в кровать.
Don't lie to me. Get back to your bed.
Правда лучше.
But do honest. She let go of the tabletop edge to prove that she wasn't going to fall unconscious on me. Her cheeks redeemed. I sighed after touching my sister's cold forehead. I realized that I killed anyone to ensure her safety.
А откуда взялась собачка? Она теперь наша?
Where did the dog came from? Oh, yeah, dog demons? I stood in front of the axe. I dropped a same.
Бежала погреться. Погреется и уйдет.
I let it in because it was cold. It will leave as soon as it warms up.
У нее щенки, ей нужно к ним возвращаться.
It has puppies. It has to take care of. We can't keep it.
Мы и щенков можем к себе взять. Будет классно.
We can take the puppies too. It'll be so cool. I could use the excuse that he didn't know if they eat dog meat, and the other excuse of oil might not be safe to eat. Because then he's like, yeah.
Не думаю, что...
I really believe, though, that it's the first master's making us sick on purpose. It's like, okay, time to eat up. Let's remove the sickness. Good. I don't think Mom will like that idea.
А мы ее сильно попросим.
You'll ask her super hard. The stray rubbed against Oiler's legs.
Да она блохастая. Фу, Жулька.
It probably has lights. Look up. No.
Ее Жулька зовут.
Is that a girl? Her name is Ulka?
Жулечка, ты теперь наша.
Julika. You're ours now.
Не бойся, маленькая. Тебя у нас никто не обидит.
Don't worry, girl. No one will harm you here. Oil took a sausage out of the fridge and threw it to the dog. It jumped on the treat with enthusiasm, and even though I had already fed an entire portion of beef bones to it,
Я бы на твоем месте все-таки подремал.
I'd go take a nap if I were you.
Скоро папа врача привезет, а мама лекарства.
Dad will be the doctor soon, and Mom will get your meds.
Я больше не хочу спать. Мне
I don't want to sleep anymore. I had a nightmare. She spoke slowly, her eyes downcast. I know.
А вот и не знаешь.
No, you don't.
Хоть и был в этом сне, но откуда тебе знать?
You were in that dream. How would you know?
А я про него рассказывать не буду,
And I won't tell you.
потому что сон был очень плохим. Но теперь
Because it was a very, very bad dream. But now... Oila's face brightened up, her lips formed a smile.
теперь у меня есть Жулька.
It would probably pay with it. Oh, come on. See, despite... Yeah, we later can kill the dog. I use you lead now. Everything will be okay.
Не залает, если прилетит страшная сова. А мы проснемся и спрячемся.
She will bark if that scary hour comes, and we'll wake up and hide.
И тогда нас не найдут.
And then they won't find us.
Ой, вряд ли эта шавка нас защитит.
Oila, I doubt this mangy thing can protect us. Yet my sister had already made up her mind.
Еще
Секет.
Ты же защитишь. Правда? Правда, маленькая.
Protect is right. Right, doggy? There's a barking approval.
У меня для тебя кое-что есть. Я сейчас.
I have something for you. Wait here. Ollie went towards the stairs. I heard them creak.
Осторожнее.
Careful. I'll be back. Look after Zulka. I stared at the dogs, stunned by how lively Ollie was now, despite being delirious from a fever just a few minutes ago. Zoila finished her sauces and she still licking the floor,
В друзья набиваешься, да?
trying to cozy up to me, huh? I was Olia's only friend. I was to save him. I could at least try to save her. But to do that, they picked the axe on the floor. Zulka, as if sensing something, rushed after Oila, but I stood in the dog's way in front of the staircase.
Оля скоро вернется.
We don't have much time. Oila will be back soon. Then my grip on the axe, it weighed a ton now. The little dog followed over my movements with its eyes.
Не бойся.
Don't be afraid.
Знаю, что все собаки попадают в рай.
I know that all dogs go to heaven. Its tails jumped back and forth.
Будь же ты такой милый.
Stop being so damn cute. Oh my gosh, we can actually make the choice of murdering the dog. Wow. I am curious. Who will actually choose to kill the dog? He's sparing the dog. What am I doing? How will it be different from the sadist of my school if I heard an innocent dog, especially when it looks at me with eyes this intelligent? I can't. Dr. Love, you spared Zulka. I got an achievement, everyone. I didn't kill a dog. I think I took a screenshot of that. Love. I dare you to drop that in like a random Discord server with zero context. I dropped the act exhausted. Beads of sweat rolled down my body under my clothes. My breathing rate. It felt like I just ran 100 meters sprint.
Ты не убийца.
Not a killer. Zulka yapped as if agreeing with me.
Я принесла игрушки для собачки.
He bought some toys for the doggy. When I hopped downstairs, he was clutching a bright ribbon in her hand and a rubber ball in the other. I pushed the axe under the phone table with my foot, and with a sad smirk on my face, watched my sister sigh in admiration.
Теперь в безопасности.
He is safe now. But still, if we are getting attacked by the monsters, you can use that as a shield. You can use the dog as a shield. What about us? The vendors seem so fragile, Cyrus outside so alive. 10 out of 10, Jeff. Oil tried the women around the dog's neck like an improvised collar. Then she made Israel chase the ball, baring its teeth in a bout of canine happiness, ultra oilless amusement. My sister's laughter was priceless even at a moment like that. It felt like nothing bad had ever happened, and her parents were about to return, and her fever was about to subside. And that black glass never existed.
Почему нельзя превращаться в собак
Why can't we just turn into dogs?
или в других зверюшек? Гулять?
Or some other animals will run around, have fun. Well, we could become bunnies. Banana might become. I have a foreboding feeling to have that in my
Потому
heart.
что мы люди.
Because we're human.
Скучно.
That's boring. Or let's tap the floor.
Сидеть.
Sit. Zulka, you have to confuse it.
Работайте в цирке.
Now cut it for the circus, huh?
Я ее всем командам обучу. Вот увидишь.
I'll teach you all the commands. You'll see. You could have at least just went to the couch. Oh, I yawned and lay on her side, then and there on the floor. The ball rolled away from her, attracting the stupid dog.
Как спать?
So, go, sleep at the bed at the very least, or the couch. My eyes closed and started snowing. I leaned in and touched her foot. It was hot again.
Сторожи свою хозяйку. Ты ей жизнью обязана.
Guard your honor, your whole life. My command was direct as Zulka. The dog kept on saving my pants, oblivious to how close to death it was. I ran to the second floor, bought a blanket and pillow. Always to sleep here under my watch. Who knows what could knock on a bedroom door? I took my sister in. She smacked her lips in her sleep. I rubbed her delicate forearm. She got rolled into a ball beside her and started snoring loudly. My inner voice whispered, "This is gonna be a long night." Ugh, I stank after hearing an ear rending scream in the surrounding darkness. It was the wind, the agony of hunger, as the monstrous music of the hurricane poured into my ears. It consists of screeching, wailing, and my own quickened heartbeat. The wind rammed the windows. An open window banged against its frame somewhere above us, as if it was a rabid beast clawing its maw. You guys arrived already? Were they walking all over the second floor? Were they running from one corner to the other in a hallway, giggling? I see the feds will come to them. They're angry. The wrath knows no bounds. I screamed myself into the fridge, expecting the darkness of the doorframe to sink its claws into me at any moment. I waited for a toothy animal face to emerge to the kitchen, the saliva splitting on the floor. I need to calm down. I need to take my meds. I grabbed a package from one of the fridge shelves, pressed out a pill onto my tongue, and washed it down with tap water. Then collected some more water and washed my face. It felt like the blizzard was disappointed by my choice. It wailed and attacked the outer walls of the house even harder. I felt the immense fear of two small children inside this fragile house. I realized that the shadows were creeping close to Euler when I was watching them. Karina. A black lump that crawled from around the corner but melted from the direct look, a fuzzy silhouette under the table. I turned my head like crazy, fending them off. A gut-wrenching shriek rang out as if somebody scraped their claws against the window's glass. No. You're not real. But if the shadows weren't real, then there was nobody inside the blizzard. Does that mean I'm just insane? I looked at the package in my hand. What did I even take? The kids don't need to read the instructions for medication. They have moms for that. I pierced a tiny thought with my eyes. Relief fits of uncontrollable anger and anxiety. Uncontrollable anger and anxiety? Altered behavioral abnormalities, manias, destructive behavior can cause addiction. Possible side effects include dizziness, heightened monitor activity, disruption in. As I am googling that word. I have never seen that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm way too stupid. Thermoregulation is the ability of the organs to keep its body temperature within certain boundaries, even when the surrounding temperatures is very different. Okay, so basically disruption in the body temperature. Got it. And high doses can cause serious injury or death. I hesitated. So the medicine we were taking was supposed to be like... At least it's my voice floated up to my memory. The pills inhabited me. They led me away from the snowy path. Yeah, that could be why he has fever with... Well, so far, we know that only Anton's been taking the medicine, not Olya. Anton's been taking the medicine, not Olya. So theoretically, it could be Anton would be having, like, weird body temperatures. But also, why is Anton even taking meds for, like, anger and anxiety? So he could have taken it on accident, something, a weird channel. Oh, yeah, no, actually, you know what? That's a good point. Okay, this is so weird. What, do you guys know the cereal, like, was it, like, Kellogg's? like it's a type of seal band where the whole gimmick is when you put the seal in the bowl and you put milk on, the seal turns the bowl into chocolate milk. Like another like a way like seal band where you like put in the milk to turn into chocolate milk. You know that brand of cereal I'm talking about? K. I know it's starts with a K, and the mascot is like a bunny, tiny bunny. It's like a brown bunny. Oh, give me it's like turning milk into chocolate milk. Anyway, one day I mistaken a piece of that seal with dog food. I flew up after that. But maybe I don't need that story path after all. It's time to stop. What was the truth? How can I tell it apart from my nasty lies? Yeah. We never understand why we take it. Can I not take the meds? I took a risk. Things could take a turn for the worse if I don't think clearly. We just took 2 pills at once. What is our regular dosage, actually? The silence around me gradually stopped acting like sentient beings. The squeaking sound stopped. There was nothing threatening about the weather. We were inside after all.
Вы дома?
Hey, yo, Ben's got drip. Are you home?
На улице черти что.
The weather is atrocious.
Антон, поставь чайник.
Anton, get the kettle ready. Where's the doctor? Wait, where's the doctor? Oh, so that's a nice winter coat. Holy hell! 2 pairs of shoes were stalking around the hallway, blowing off snow. My parents appeared in the doorway. Orla suddenly weakly opened her eyes.
Мамочка, папочка,
Oh, my pop. Where's the doctor?
Чего на полу разлеглась? У тебя же температура.
What are you doing on the floor? You have a fever. Dad looked over the mess that was in a kitchen. The longer he looked, the more grim was the expression. Mom scooped it up Orla.
Господи, какой горячий лоб.
Your phone is so hot.
Мы привезли лекарства. Сейчас станет лучше.
It's okay, just hold on. We bought you the medicine. You'll feel better in no time.
мне снилось, что Антон стал монстром.
Anton became a monster in that dream. Mom scolded me with an angry stare.
Минут нельзя оставить.
Can't leave you alone for even 5 minutes. I felt my face go red.
Все хорошо, маленькая. Я отнесу тебя в постель.
It's okay, baby girl. Let me carry you to your bed. Anton? Our eyes met. Oila looked at me with desperation.
Антон, прошу тебя, останься со мной.
Anton, please stay with me.
Твоему брату нужно убраться.
Your brother needs to fix his mess. Fix mess how? By going into the darkness? No, idiot. Mom was talking about the kitchen table, where you made a mess while making sandwiches with condensed milk. Before letting them carry her away, Olia turned to me and gave her a look of confusion. I wanted to grab her and hold her to my chest, but Mom carried her out into the corridor. The kitchen felt even nastier without her, and the wind house became even louder and more desperate.
Да уж. Не радуешь ты нас, Антон.
This is not good. Not good at all, Anton.
Я все объясню.
He explained this. Dad interrupted with his gesture.
Сейчас.
Not now.
Я голоден, как волк.
I'm hungry as a wolf. Dad got down to pick up the axe. Zolko rubbed it from under the table.
Часу не легче. Где ты его откопал?
What is this now? Where did he get that thing?
Девочка. Ее зовут.
It's a girl. Her name is... Dad interrupted me with a gesture.
Значит, это она устроила тут бардак?
So it's responsible for the mess here.
Не совсем, но...
Not exactly,
Не
but...
желаю пререкаться. Выгони ее.
I don't want to argue with you anymore. Just chase it away.
Пап,
But Dad...
Твоя мама сейчас на взводе.
Dosa, your mom is at her wits' end right now.
У Умоляю, уведи собачонку, пока мама не увидела.
Please, just get rid of this dog before she notices.
Ее знаешь, она ни за что не разрешит нам оставить эту моську.
You know how she is. She won't let us keep this doggy.
По крайней мере, пока Оля больна. А там
At least until Ola feels better, and then
что-нибудь придумаем.
we'll think of something. I replied with a sigh. Dad showed me a sad smile and held out a couple of sausages for the kids to me.
А, покормишь по дороге.
You'll feel it outside.
Пойдем, Жулька.
I goes like, oh, the monster's actually gonna scoop us up. I entered the hallway among the happy dog that was munching a cold sausage. I honed my hearing just to try and listen in on the conversations in Oiler's room, but the vapid nature of silent voices. I threw on my jacket, whistled to the dog, and we went out into the blizzard. The only conversation I had was the fact that Zoila was a stray, and she probably knows how to survive the winter. I feathered the last of my treats and started licking my hands in excitement. The wind pushed me into the back as if escalating into the stockade of trees. They hung over the storm like ugly executioners that were about to kill me for my crime. Gathering of elms looked like cliffs, and the cleaves between them and the wind the great ghosts planted. Those solely were the first previous victims. No, it's just a no. But if the glade was so scary, then what's the thickets like? Don't think about it. Do what you must and run back. I walked, swallowed by the snow pines. The closer I got to the pines, the darker my surroundings came. I looked back to the house. The lights inside trembled, like candid flames that were about to put out by the wind. And for some reason, I thought that nobody would come and reignite them.
Беги, Жулька. Здесь тебе не рады.
Manzulka, you're not welcome here. The dog pokes its ears. The buzzes of Hector crackling in the road. The darkness hooted. Branches cracked. Somebody walked around the edge of the forest. Zulka barked a single time. I turned around in panic, but my home was no longer there. The blizzard surrounded me with impenetrable chaos. Whistling echoes among the trunks. Snowflakes flying in my face. Crunch, crunch. A meat grinder, crunching on bones. That's how the steps would approach me from the darkness shrouded. I stepped back. Zulka barked. Dad just probably took pity on the dog and decided to take it back to the house. Bob? Crunch, crunch. The footsteps stopped near meters away from me. I strained my vision. There was nobody there. It was just a bus that bent under the gust of wind. I exhaled in relief. And then somebody's arms grabbed me from behind, pulled me off from the ground, and threw me into the darkness. Oh, we got kidnapped. Oblivion was like, well, full of viscous syrup. I was slowly sliding into the bottom of it. It was a somewhat pleasant feeling. I couldn't change anything, so I just relaxed inside the goo. Like a driver that lets the current carry them. And then, I knew that well wasn't bottomless. It wasn't likely to wake up in my bed near my anxious parents. First, the pain came. My head was like they were run over by a car. Then dim light squeezed through my fluttering eyelids. I opened my eyes and emerged into a nightmare. Fragments of reality was like me, like a pack of rabid dogs. Rows of cells, metal walls, the bulb hanging on the wire, a vivid Floyd. I woke up inside a garage. Horrors grabbed me harder than the ropes that took around my wrists. Wow. The fact that it had so on, I don't know why, it's kind of funny. I clapped around and moaned. A piece of duct tape stopped me from calling for help. I was hanging in the air, good 2 feet off the dirty floor, and where the black walls were the rope fixed on the hook that was drilled into the ceiling held me in a horizontal position. My feet were raised backwards. My numb fingers clenched and unclenched. The cords ate into my skin. My throat was dry. My tongue was stuck to my palate. This is the end. The beginning of the end, to be precise, because I won't be granted a quick death. The fragments of a scary life fell into places like a piece of a puzzle. I tried to calm down and avoid hurting my arms even more. At least the one who captured me went elsewhere. I was the only person in the metal box. Maybe I could free myself? But after a moment, I was dangling again, like a fly inside a spider's web. A plate of spinners and vents, pliers, scalpels, and bone saws, all dirty, covered in rust. The floor smeared with red stains. Ugh, a lot of children's shoes. A pile of bags in the corner. When I realized I was looking at strength that left me, those were kids' clothing and shoes. The thing that belonged to my predecessors, those who died at the hands of the serial killer inside his lair. I blinked away my heavy tears. There was something big, carving by the top to right in front of me. And even more to the left of it sat a kid. They were hunched over near that thing, which was probably the generator that powered the light bulb. I think that's a ghost. I stopped crying anymore, trying to attract his attention. The kid turned his back towards me, his head inside the hood. I couldn't see if it was a boy or a girl. The kid hugged his knees and swayed back and forth as if in a trance. The shadow slid across the middle silence that was only distorted by a howling wind inside. What if that's Boiler? The thought that my sister also ended up in the black walls scalded my mind. I threw my back and twisted my wrists, trying to reach the knot with my fingers. My attempts failed, to no one's surprise. I looked at Jen and go, yep, we're tripping. The kid was gone, as if they were even there in the first place. I turned my head around looking for the kid. I heard a stupid wheezing coming from under the top. An hallucination? I stared at the source of the barely audible sound, and then the mental presence shook so hard that my body was thrown towards itself, as if I was on a swing. Tilted to clank, the light bulb swayed, a bright spot reduced screaming on a Hawaiian floor. The black was turned into a shadow theater. An earthquake? It's more like Baba Yaga's hut, growing chicken legs and going for a walk. Baba Yaga, a female character, one of a trio of sisters of the same name from Slavic folklore. In some narratives, she described as a repulse or fiercest looking old woman who spies and eats children, while in others she is described as a nice old woman who helps the hero. Her distinctive traits are flying around in a wooden mortar, wielding a pistol, and dwelling deep in the forest with a hut with chicken legs. It's kind of known as the most popular Slavic folklore character. Also, comment you guys. If you say Baba Yaga, that will piss off my mom. It is pronounced Baba Yaga. That's what my mom told me. The glass was moving. Yes, I was being transported. I could hear the hum of an engine outside through the roaring winds. The light bulb flickered, going out and then turning back in the next instant. What is that? Dogs barking? I was thrown towards the generator. The rope slipped from the hook and I fell on my back. My eyes bled out of the sockets of pain. The door flew open, confirming my hunch. The trees flew by in a blizzard. We were moving, probably under tow. Anyone alive? Biaska? Honka, am I not hallucinating after all? I spun my legs. Honka jumped into the grass like a passenger who was late for his train. He frowned for a second and rushed towards me, ripping off my gag. Petrov? What the fuck are you doing here? I don't have an answer for that question. I'd love to leave you to die here, loser. Ooh, I'm definitely curious how he's gonna respond in defensive moves. Because with the Polino moves, his words will make my whole body turn to stone. Relax. I'm kidding. What am I, some kind of monster? Just give me a moment. Wonka pulled out his butterfly knife and sliced the ropes. I mowed from the pain in my stiff wrist. Well, look at me with a smirk on his face, and I stood up. You only want sucker. The floor under us look like crazy. We had to bounce to avoid sliding towards the walls.
Поздравляю, Петров. Ты не убийца.
Congratulations, Petrov. You're not the killer. Well, it's been nothing, I guess.
Здесь оказался.
How did she end up here?
В боевике, прикинь.
Just like the damn action
Я
movies.
слышал, попал. Менты ко мне нагрянули. Я ж его кореш закадычный.
But he also went missing, see? The cops went to me since I'm his old pal and all. Why? Because at the end of chapter 4, before it was put as his missing poster,
Все, с нами, говорит, поедешь.
and Teknov was like, are you going with
Они
us?
меня в бобик посадили и давай по окрестностям кататься.
They put me in the car, and we drove all around the neighborhood.
Да и повезло. Маньячина гараж вез. Мы за ним.
We got lucky. The killer was moving his garage, and we got on his tail. Shots were fired outside. Dogs barked.
Кто маньяк?
Who's the killer? Woman was about to open his mouth, and then we heard another wheezing from under the top. Yes, sir. We rushed towards the sound and pulled up the top with our forehands. My brain almost got fried from what I saw. This was in his meat grinder under the top. Katya? Wait, what? Hey, yo, wait, what the fuck? I thought you were dead. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, no, that makes sense now. Because the Polina route, since we never... Hold up. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. Okay, so the front of you guys, I have two versions. One where we went to the Black Bus and one where we went to the police station. So most likely, if we went to the garage where Wonka, she would have been dead by now, and maybe someone else. But since we came here, I think the killer was planning to kill Katya at a different time, but we might have accidentally started earlier. Oh my gosh, I need to start clicking like crazy to make sure she stays alive. Our eyes were full of this place of tears, which vectored at us. Katya moaned into the gag.
Да вытащим!
We'll get you out of there.
Осторожно, Ром!
Careful, Mama. Wonka heard me plead, but there was already nothing he could do. The glass shook again, and the delinquent was thrown against the meat grinder's side, breaking the lever under the barrel. Fuck. The giant is seen mumbling like an empty belly. Katya's eyes blazed out even more. I believe that she was sliding into the meat grinder's throat a couple more seconds, and then the blades were sliced off her feet. Robka, still wincing from pain, tried to move that was left of the lever in his bare hands, but it was completely broken. I stuffed my hand onto the bolt and grabbed Katya by the shoulder. My fingers slipped. The girl's feet touched the blades. The hellish spirals got painted red, and Katya's face turned crimson. She was probably about to lose consciousness. I clutched the collar of Katya's coat and pulled the girl towards me as hard as I could. Who's there? Hi, help? The North summoned the glass completely out of breath. I didn't even notice how the glass stopped. Yeah. Us, you. The place where the ghost said a minute ago caught my attention. The generator. Not active at delay. He dashed to the generator while we were holding Katya in place. The policeman turned off the generator in a flash. Okay, she's alive. The driver seemed rumble with its cast iron barrels in for one last time and went silent. The blades spun idly for a couple of seconds and stopped. Blood dripped down from them.
Мы с тобой, конечно, не кенты, но я все-таки тебя освободил.
Petrov, we're not buddies or anything, but I did for you.
Значит, ты мне должен.
That means you're home for me.
Говори, что я задел рычаг.
Don't tell anyone about the lever. I replied with a quick nod, and then he relaxes, seemingly believing me. We're even now. We took Katya out of the meat grinder, and she sat limp on Taknov's hand. She lost consciousness, and that was probably the best outcome for her. The wind whistled into the open door. The sight of my classmate's bloody foot was stomach-crueling. She was missing a big toe, and the next one to a damaged, dangled, still connected the foot with a tiny, no longer would got to be able to be the fastest glide he could. That thought almost brought me to tears, but I held on.
Твою мать.
they ask us out. Turned to Roma, he was holding a sneaker that he carried from the pile of shoes.
Братан,
Ugh, we weren't friends, quite the contrary. But seeing Ronka so distraught to helpless made me empathetic. I can only imagine I thought to lose a close friend.
Уходим отсюда.
Let's get out of here. Ronka let go of the sneaker. We went out into the begging snowstorm after one another. Pines loomed over us. They reminded me of the howl out of Mahomes, with a brutal wind howling inside them. Snow piled over the cabin of an overturned tractor. The garage was stuck in the snow pile. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized. We chose not to kill the dog, which led us outside, which led us to get kidnapped to here. I wonder how differently we would have been if we chose to actually murder the dog. I should have gone. Yeah, but that's weird. The same thing still happened even if we kill a dog. I'm pissed. The police car was also parked nearby. The flickers of police sirens still holding trees in the white wastelands. I will never forget this sight. More sorts ran out in the distance. And then an empathy came. A tractor driver. He transported the garage from one place to another. He was a serial killer.
Доронин и остальные пошли за похитителем.
Darwin and the others went to chase the kidnappers. Zolka went up to my leg, wagging her tail.
Героиня наша.
There you are, a little hero.
Героиня?
A hero?
Да она нас на гараж вывела. Получается, твой запах поймал.
Merci, but to the gauze. Probably cut your scent.
Пойдешь милиции служить, нюхач.
Wanna work in our police station? Sniff ahead. Zolka barked in agreement. I rubbed the dog's behind its back. This is why you don't kill a dog. The first became unbearably cold. The Knov looked at Katya with fatal tenderness and then turned to us.
Аптечка под бардачком. Пацан, Антон, притащи-ка бинты.
I have a first aid kit under the glove box. You, Anton, bring us some bandages. Oh god, I can believe because of the glass. The Knov held Katya's foot. Large red drops fell into the snow. I bandaged Katya's foot, stealing glances at the lieutenant as if to ask him if my facial expression, if I was doing everything correct.
Отлично.
Yeah, I am not. Here, good. A small vine-looking stain soaked through the white thread. It's just a red vine doesn't exist. I could barely take my eyes off of it. Guys, stay with for the car.
Я найду Доронина.
I'll go find Doran. The Knov carried Katya to the car.
Следи, чтобы у него ноги были выше от земли.
Make sure her legs are always elevated,
Не дай бог от потери крови помрет.
or she might die from blood loss. The policeman said that and they left us. Loma, lost in his own thoughts, sat in the front seat, leaned against the glass with his temples. He wasn't in the mood to talk to me anymore. I sat in the back seat beside Katya. She looked weak, pale, like gypsum, but also somehow breathtakingly beautiful. Yo, we're in Paulina's wheels. Where there's Paulina in here? She didn't look like a sly snake anymore. She was a strong diamond in my hands now. When I got warm, I started to come to the realization that I survived. And the chapter of my life that was pure horror was over now. I took my eyes off the blizzard, raging outside and looked down at spies. Katya's fingers clutched my hand. She looked at me from under her half-closed eyelids.
Ты спас меня.
Oh, right, because of the manga, it is revealed that Katya does have a crush on Anton, so, maybe we should not be on the plane this weekend. I was about to say that Ronka was with me, and then the police headed off. The Kovnov was also nearby, but I also remained silent for a reason. Thank you. I replied with a tired smile.
Отдыхай. Нам всем нужно отдохнуть.
Get some rest. We all need to get some rest. I turned to the window and continued to enjoy the sensation of Katya's fingers on my hand. We're about to get jump scared, Albie. Oh no, we didn't. Okay. The bell rang. Fog school kids trumpeted out of the classrooms. The wind covered the schoolyard with snow. It thawed on the boots and dirtied the floors inside. It has been 2 weeks since we got out of the killer cereal den. Oh! Homegard barely came to school, so I had no chance of talking to him. The last time I saw Katya was when we sat in the police car. Lilia Pavlovna took a leave to care for her daughter, so we had a substitute teacher for now. If Dad didn't talk Mom out of locking me home, I wouldn't be here either. My parents always had their eyes on me since the incident. My classmates looked at me differently too, as if they were looking at an alien from a distant planet. I could have gauged who that alien was. That friendly one from the Steven Spielberg movie, or the alien. I stood near the window and stared at the white veiled yard. The world sank into the school and its surroundings, walled off by the swirling darkness. The killer managed to. Oh, fuck. He's still at large. Oh, fuck. He's probably equipping a new garage even blacker, even scarier than the previous one.
Привет, мой герой.
Hello there, my hero. Paulina smiled at me, her hands behind her back.
Как же мы давно не общались.
We haven't talked for so long.
По телефону общались вчера.
We just called on. Wait, then we were on the phone yesterday. That's telephone. We called just yesterday.
Телефон не считается.
Phone calls doesn't count.
А вживую не болтали целую вечность.
It's the real world interaction that matters.
Как поживаешь?
How have you been? How have I been, really? I've been a person who witnessed a pair of Katya's toes got sliced off by giant plates.
Вроде.
I'm fine, I think. Imagine from Paulina's point of view. She asks the question to Anton, and Anton goes through like, well, let's back.
Ты изменился. Повзрослел.
You changed. You look more mature.
До сих пор поверить не могу, что наш Петров спас человека из мясорубки.
I still can't believe this Anton Petrov had saved someone from a meat grinder.
Мы с Ромкой.
Together with Romka.
Ромка. Странно, что он никого случайно не убил. С его везением.
I'm surprised he didn't kill anyone. Probably by accident. Consider his luck. Paulina's forehead puckered.
А вот ты совсем другое дело. Рядом с тобой безопасно.
So it's kind of fucked up. It's like, god damn it, I thought he would have been. That's fucked. You're different. I feel safe around you.
Девушки такое чувствуют.
Girls have a sixth sense for that kind of thing. I was completely at a loss.
Не знаю.
I don't know.
Не скромничай. Хотя ты такой милый, когда краснеешь.
Tell me to be humble. Although your red face looks kind of cute.
Вот бы таких рыцарей, как ты, в мире было больше.
I wish there was more knights like you out there in the world.
Ты бы решила многие проблемы, да?
That would have solved so many problems, don't you think? Did you just call me a knight? I got something unintelligible, but my face was red as a beet, causing my silence in my mind. Paulina suddenly glanced at the window, at the white blanket of snow floating outside. There was an inhospitable wall of darkness past the far flower beds.
Думаешь, этот псих еще в поселке?
Do you think the psycho is still in the village? Typo! Okay, we need to clip this moment and send to the developer. There's a typo here.
Надеюсь, нет.
I found a typo, chat.
Милиция прочесала все вдоль и поперек.
The police have scoured every corner around here.
У меня к тебе просьба, Антон.
I have a favor to ask, Anton.
Дедушка сейчас в больнице.
Grandpa is in the hospital right now.
Что-то серьезное?
Is it serious?
В его возрасте все серьезно.
Anything can be serious at his age.
Знаешь, мне страшно даже за закрытыми дверями.
You know, I feel scared even behind the closed doors.
В метели. Сегодня по дороге в школу я расплакалась.
Outside in the blizzard, I broke a cry while walking home.
Глупо, да?
It's so stupid, but
Вовсе не глупо.
It's not super at all. Yeah, no, please trust my mom was serious. Okay, so I think this is when the balloon was gonna kick in. We were gonna go to the whole place next, I believe. I feel like she was never this candid with me. Straightforward attitude fit Paulina well. It adored her already beautiful face, and her magical eyes, suspicious and trusting at the same time. Anyone would want to become a genuine knight under this thoughtful gaze.
Мог проводить меня домой после уроков?
Can you escort me home after school?
Другие мальчики мне предлагали. Но что они сделают, если появится убийца?
Other boys have offered themselves, but what will they do? Hey, yo, we've got another typo. The computers. I was flattered, but couldn't help but question myself. What would I do? And I think there's a second typo. Is this a dream? Whip of Uzi, just like Chuck Norris? I feel like this might be a dream now with the amount of spelling mistakes increasing. Berlin looked at me as if she was so I carried a gun, like they had my school bag, and maybe even multiple of them.
Договорились?
So what do you say? I wanted to reply, but then I saw two people near the stairs. Oh. Lilia, Pavlovna, and Katya walking on crutches. She lost weight and looked fair after weeks of absences. Yeah, I remember her tender gaze back when we sat in the police car. That horrible day became just a tad bit brighter thanks to that bonding moment between two people who escaped certain death. The bell rang, I shuddered.
Встретимся после уроков.
I'll see you after school. We entered the classroom. The wheels of Lilia Pavlovna coming back sped faster than she could get here. The kids were already standing at attention when she came in.
Садитесь.
You can sit down.
Катюш, дойти сама сможешь?
Can you walk there by yourself, Katya dear?
Смогу, мам.
I can, Mom. Katya hobbled her way among the desks, and her classmates drove holes in her with her eyes. Look at that. They were probably imagining themselves in her place, inside the psycho's garage. Or maybe they wondered how it felt to move around with those two toes on their legs. Katya skipped her usual space as if she forgot where she sat during her sick leave and stopped at my desk. She just stood there, her eyes downcast. I was taken aback. Doubly so because we were being watched by an anxious Paulina who was half turned towards us.
Подвинешься?
Can you move? I didn't know what to do. Second, you know, walk in a hard place, as Dad used to say. But music! What? Paulina squeezed the pen in her hand. It seemed like it was about to break. That buzzard danced within my spine.
Мне долго ждать?
You gonna make me wait long?
Что?
Ты тормоз?
Your thermos? Are you slow? What? See, finally looked at me. I didn't miss that funny side at all.
К шкафу подвинулся очкарик.
Do you feel the cabinet for eyes? I lost my breath for a moment from anger. Boys, really? After everything that happened? My cheeks burning, I obeyed her orders.
На полу.
On the floor? What?
На полу грязь.
There's dirt on the floor.
Я не дежурный сегодня.
I'm not cleaning duty today.
Это грязь с твоих копыт. Убрал!
Dirt from your hoops. Wait, what? I gulped without looking at my classmates and hoped they won't look at us in a moment. I hope they will want to join this humorous spectacle. Alright. With my eyes locked on Katya, I wiped off a small pot on the desk with the sole of my shoe.
Ты почему стоишь, Кать?
Why are you standing there, Katya?
Лилия Павловна, тут Петров насвинячил.
Lilia Pavlovna, Petrov made a mess here.
Да-да,
Yes.
вот жду, пока он за собой уберется.
I'm waiting for them to clean up.
Петров, быстрее, пожалуйста, не задерживай урок.
Petrov, hang up please, we need to start the lesson. I felt my whole head was burning, and the words that left my mouth were little fireballs.
Убери.
Really now? Clean it up?
Это твое спасибо.
That is your thanks? Katya's face reddened, but she continued her angry staring contest nonetheless. I couldn't stop anymore. I wasted a pivotal heal I burst out. Or was it fear that I bought up inside me after a month that I burst out? I pushed away the chair beside me, clenched down, and started wiping the floor with the sleeves of my shirt.
Чисто. Может, Ваше Величество уже сесть?
Is that good enough? Can Her Highness finally sit down now? Katya let an insolent snort.
Что ж, хорошая работа.
Yes. Good job.
Кстати,
By the way,
сама себя вытаскивай в следующий раз. Дура.
next time I'll come to your rescue, idiot.
Петров,
Little Paulina's eyes fighting, she saw red.
тебе позволяешь? К директору, быстро!
You know, that's enough. I jumped in defiance.
Так-то он прав. Могла бы и поблагодарить.
He's right. Though, at least you could do is thank
Он
him.
вообще-то жизнь спас.
He saved her life. The class blessed an agreement. They were clearly on my side. But if I could let the thought sink in, fate presented me with a new surprise. Katya straightened and I literally held her from the sofa for my over and then she sat her on my chair.
Прости меня, Антон.
I'm sorry, Anton. Her mask slipped. I saw that Katya that clutched my head at the back of the seat of the police car again.
Я злюсь на свою ногу, а не на тебя.
I'm not angry at you, I'm angry at my foot.
Прости.
Sorry, I'm an idiot. I wanted something unintentionally replied, so by a silly confession.
Сядешь уже?
Can you sit down now?
Но, Лилия Павловна,
Lilia Pavlovna,
Ладно, садись, Петров.
hi Petrov, you can sit.
Давайте уже начнем урок.
Let's start the class. I took my seat, Katya's gaze was fixed on me. It felt ticklish. I turned the man and caught Paulina stare. She was trying her best to comprehend what was going on between me and Katya. She's doing the math right now, you guys. She's thinking of the equations. But that was something I couldn't comprehend myself.
Знаешь, в больнице я много думала.
You know, when I was in the hospital, I've been thinking,
Я была несправедлива к людям.
I was so unfair towards the others,
Сильнее всего.
especially towards you.
я уже и забыл.
I've really forgotten about it.
Ага, забыл. Врун.
Oh, lie. Liar. She accidentally pushed my back headset case with a waistcoat on it with an elbow off the desk. I bent to pick it up. For a moment, my gaze froze on Katya's bandaged foot, and then I straightened up. Katya pushed a note towards me. Promise you won't lie more. Obsessia. Oh. I smoked at her, took my pencil, and wrote one more line on a piece of paper. Smarus. I'll do my best. Katya took out a red pen from her pencil case. She did a meticulous sketch on all of the letters and then squinted out, conditioning a B plus under my line.
За чистописание.
Because,
Больно перелопатить.
yes, your course was a bit too messy, so it's not an A. I sort of reply,
Оценку можно исправить.
but I can prove your grades. I got Paulina stare at the back of my head. I felt awkward, anxious, but also pleasant, a whole storm of emotions.
Допустим, я хочу пятерку.
Let's say I want an A.
Тогда разрешаю проводить меня после уроков.
Then you walk me after school. Oh, fuck. No, I mean, she flashed me a gently smile. She even weighed the shadows of her from herself.
Очень прошу тебя меня проводить.
Can you walk me home, please? Pretty please? There was something I had drilled for a moment. Two of the pretty girls in the class both asked me to walk them home. Am I being hallucinated? So I take my meds. Yeah, I think it's to take the meds. And it was one of those spelling mistakes, and now the kid. I opened my mouth, but then noticed a child, clearly younger than us, sitting at home, guy by Yaska's desk. A hood that covered his entire face. Full of blood in the empty space inside my soul, my foot squeezed out to deprive me of oxygen. I've seen that silhouette before in the circular school bus beside the generator. My jaw's suckle even harder. Katya? Yes? I turned my eyes off the strange silhouette, put my hand in my pocket, and put the pill into my hand from the pockets. I nearly chewed on it.
Кварта Ромы.
Look, Roma's desk. I looked back into the child, but they were gone. Just two empty chairs and the desk, heavily cut by a pocket knife. Is there something wrong with it? Is there something wrong with me?
Ничего, забудь.
Nothing. Forget it.
Простите, что прерываю.
So I into class. Lieutenant Tikhonov entered the classroom and took off his hat.
Ну что вы, всегда вам рады?
No need to apologize. We're always happy to see you.
Меня интересуют ученики по имени Петров и Пятифанов.
I want to talk to two of his students. Petrov and Pyatifovna. Pyatifanov.
Пятифанов, насколько я понимаю, болеет.
Pyatifnov is at home sick right now, as far as I know.
А Петров вон, мозолит глаза.
And Petrov is here, being an ISO. Tikhonov found me with his eyes before cleaning his phone. IJ, yeah. It's take like a guy's stomach. Oh, wait. Maybe it's not the best time, so. Hey guys. I was thinking of something kind of funny. Tikhonov found me with his eyes before cleaning his phone. He then took a diploma out of his folder and started reading.
Неравнодушие и мужество, проявленное при спасении жизни.
For his bravery, upstanding attitude, and the quality he showed while saving another person's life.
Ну,
Come
встань, тебе говорят.
on, stand up, it's for you. I followed her orders, hypnotized by the diploma's official wording.
Администрация поселка и уполномоченные области по правам детей выносят благодарность.
The village administration and the regional children's commissioner want to thank Anton Petrov. The class broke out into a roaring applause. Katya beamed with joy. Paulina looked at me with glittering eyes, smiling. Throughout Petrov, hurrah! Lilia Pavlovna pulled up her glasses and put a handkerchief on her eyes.
Товарищи,
It seemed everyone.
я-то думала, Катеньке померещилось все в бреду.
That was all just Katya's, I guess it's true.
Значит, моего ребенка спас. А я ему к директору.
Petrov was here to save my child, and I wanted him to end up in the principal's office.
Отставить к директору на доску почета. Вот это я понимаю.
No principal's office for him. The Hall of Fame would do him better. At the moment, I mentioned my photo, but it wasn't in of the Hall of Fame, but on the notice board, neighbors, with all the other missing kids. That image spilled my otherwise perfect thought. I helped Katya go down the staircase after class. I carried her clutches and helped her by the elbow. We walked out of the schoolyard together.
Знаешь, что самое странное?
You know what the weird thing is?
Я до сих пор чувствую пальцы.
I can still feel my toes.
Их нет, но я их чувствую.
They're not there, but I can still feel them.
Был бы я порасторопнее.
Oh, I have to fix so.
Брось. Даже Супермен бы не справился.
Oh, stop it. Even Superman couldn't have done it better.
Тихонов сказал, я легко отделалась.
Tikhonov said I got super lucky, and he's right.
С выздоровлением, Катя.
I gladly recovered Katya. Paulina walked out from around the corner, with a stare directed at Katya. They endured her classmate's scorching glaze with pride.
Спасибо, Полин.
Thank you, Paulina.
И тебе, и твоему парню. Он тоже молодец.
Both you and your boyfriend. He did well too. So everything seems normal. Yeah, I feel like I'm waiting for the rug to be pulled over. Uh, yeah. It felt like Katya once again my what kind of relation Roma and Polina had. Yeah, it's just like I really thought it would be like one night, but it's very clear it's gonna be like a because we know the killer is still out on the loose. That's the issue. And we are seeing visions of the ghost kid. Now, it stated earlier that it's a lot younger than us, so I feel like it might be the first boy that we found missing. Not Bayaska, or not Byatka. It is Vulva. Might be Vulva's ghost or something.
Если ты о Пятифанове, то между нами ничего нет. Он определенно молодец, но...
If you mean Byatifnov, he's not my boyfriend, but he's a nice guy.
Вы куда-то собираетесь?
Are you two going somewhere? Katya didn't let me reply.
До сих пор хромаю. Вот, уговорила нашего героя проводить меня.
I'm so purple, so I convinced our hero to walk me home.
Да-да-да.
Yes. This is so awkward. Alina, look.
Я же не идиотка.
I'm not an idiot. I understand. Sadness splashed in Polina's eyes for a moment, but she smiled as if accepting her fate.
Как говорит дедушка, вымирающий вид.
You're a gentleman, a dying breed, as my grandpa would said.
Каждый повезет.
Every girl can get his lucky. The blizzard was covering the schoolyard with snow. Alina turned around and started exiting at the darkness, completely lost. Stop acting like a victim. It makes me sick. That last line said in whisper was only meant for my ears.
Чувство, что она мечтала бы поменяться со мной местами, лишь бы все ее жалели.
It seems like she happily swapped places with me as long as everyone pitied her. Something buzzed in the darkness and Zolka ran out of the schoolyard.
Ой, песик!
Oh, doggy! Zolka noticed Polina and growled ever so slightly. Polina blinked. 2 tears ran down her cheeks and froze, glistening in the forest.
Тоже не хочешь меня проводить?
So you don't want to walk me home either, huh? Zolka balked at the
Ну что?
Wow, oh god. It's game one thing getting rejected, it's another game rejected by a dog. Oh, that's emotional damage right there. Well,
Пусть эта квашня сама до дома добирается, пока не стемнело.
this red blind can get home by yourself. It's not too dark yet. Oh! We gotta save you. Fuck. I can definitely tell this is not an it. Okay, I definitely feel like if we're in the Ronka route, Polina will be much designed to go with us. Ugh, what fuck. I'm gonna. I love these expressions. Like, haha, no! Fuck, yes. Do the wave. Do the wave. Let's do Polina. Thank goodness Twitter's not here. Imagine if, like, Twitter exists. Katya was so used to the fact that I fixed my gaze up Polina for a moment and then turned back to Katya. I was in a tight spot. Not as tight as when I escaped the torture room, but it was still uncomfortable. I didn't want to upset Katya, yet it was painful to admit that she didn't change after losing her toe. She was still the same skillful manipulator.
Я уже пообещал Полине.
Okay, achievement. Melody of Love. You choose Polina. Katya, you see, I already promised Polina. But
Мы сейчас что-нибудь придумаем.
I know what to do. I raised my head.
Павловна!
Lilia Bolivna! The teacher saw the face on the window.
Помог Кате спуститься. Заберете ее?
I have Katya get down. Can you pick her up from here?
Конечно! Подожди, Катюш, я уже одеваюсь.
Of course. Wait for me. Katya, dear. I'll be right there.
Спасибо, Антон снова нас выручил.
Thank you for lending a hand, Anton. Katya just stood there, silent and pale. I got scared that she felt ill.
Ты в порядке? Голова не кружится?
Are you like really dizzy? Yeah. There was anger in her voice now.
Тебе какое дело? Обещал правду говорить?
What do you care? Didn't you promise to tell the truth? You liar.
Гол с минусом, Петров!
E minus Petrov. Molina's face reddened in the cold, and I could easily imagine lightning bolts setting out of her eyes.
Прекращай истерику, Кать.
Don't be psychotic, Katya.
Мы с Антоном могли бы довести тебя до дома, а потом пойти ко мне.
And then I could walk you home and then go to my place.
Конечно, конечно!
Fine, of course.
К черту сходите! Папа!
Why don't you go to hell instead? Both of you. Good riddance. I was taken back by a sudden outburst, so I decided to avoid further conflict. Fine, we'll go away. I led Paulina away across the schoolyard. Katya stood beside the stairs and scored up with my hateful glare. Gracie! Gracie, how are you? I noticed Paulina flashing her triumphant smoke all over her shoulder. Hold I just realized something. I need to send something real quick. Grace, don't fall. Gracie wants a lot of attention right now. The worst part is these are on like, and so the top of like, on one of my dressers, the top of it's not like not drilled onto it. It's like it's a glass. It's like a dresser on top of it is like a glass like panel on top of it, but it's not drilled in, so the glass panel can move around. And when my pets are on it, they sometimes move it. So like sometimes when they want pets, they end up moving the glass panel to be careful that it doesn't like screw things over. Uncles like that, do they value boys over their friends? Then again, Katya and Polina aren't exactly close. I also turned around, but the white haze had already sweated a lonely finger, spreading itself with the clutches.
Дарит на жалость. Актриса.
That drama queen is just pleading for sympathy.
Действительно, очень плохо сейчас.
No, she's in a horrible state right now.
Вспомни, как она настраивала всех против тебя.
Did you forget how she tried to ostracize you? Grace?
Они меняются.
People like her never change. Okay, good. Sorry, Grace was disappeared into my bed. For a moment, she's back now.
Хотя она и не заслужила того, что случилось.
Even though she didn't deserve what happened to her.
Никто не заслужил.
Nobody deserved that. I took Paulina's school bag and we started walking on the snow-lit path. Paulina giggled, dodging the snowflakes attacking her face.
Как умеешь?
Can you skate? A little bit.
Как-нибудь на каток.
How about we go to the ice rink later?
Ладно.
Okay.
Давай как черепахи.
Let's walk total style. What? Oh. We turned our backs to the wind and started walking backwards.
Смотри, упадешь.
What you said, real
Куда
full.
хочу, туда и смотрю.
I'll go whatever I want, thank you. She wanted to look at me, as it turned out. Her own gaze contract with the weather. Then Belina slipped and jumped into the snow pile, laughing. I came to the rescue, picked her up as she kept on giggling. She swept the snow off her overcoat. Right at that moment, Romka slipped out from behind the corner. I stood there unmoving, flapping my eyelids. I wasn't ready to fight, but it was inevitable. Just seeing us together was enough for Romka to lose his mind. Judging by her dress pose, Paulina was afraid of the same thing. All of Romka's threats floated up in my memory. Yeah, you got the knife. They gained even more weight considering how bad Romka looked after his visit to the glass. He was pale, slouched, walking around as if daydreaming. I took a deep breath, but Homka interrupted me.
Были на уроках?
Going back from school, his questions weren't not fed at all. His voice was emotionless, almost robotic.
Ага.
Yeah?
Бяша объявлялся?
Have you seen Biasa? I shook my head, surprised.
Ром, Бяша был в гараже.
Well, Biaska was in the bus.
Был и что? Мы тоже были. Живы-здоровы.
So what? We were there too. It was safe and sound. He didn't look at the sound in mind to me at all.
Я не успокоюсь, пока не выясню, что с Бяшей.
I won't rest until I find out what happened to Bayasco. Almost jaw clamped, and his cheeks were white as stunted despite the freezing cold.
Бяша столько раз из дома сбегал.
Bayasco was a whole bunch away from home all the time.
Бывает, кинет камушек мне в стекло.
He used to throw pebbles into my window so I can open it and let him in.
На полу ему постелю. Он вертится всю ночь, как его.
And I would make him a place to sleep on the floor, and he would toss and turn for the entire night, keeping me awake.
Зато я знаю, случись у меня какое несчастье, и он всегда на помощь.
But at least I know if anything bad were to happen to me, you have my back. Roma stared absent, mindfully at falling snowflakes.
Когда Бяша снова камушек бросит.
I'm still waiting for him before the pebble. That last line, Roma was so quietly I could barely hear him. The combatant turned into a put of steam that lit his red lips. It evaporated into a frosty air of a short winter day. Roma pulled out a stack of posters from his coat, torn out several of them, and handed them to me. It was a missing person note for Igor Badov. Igor Budiev, along with Bayasco's photo and driver's distinct features.
Развесь вдоль дороги.
Put them along the road. Without waiting for my reply, deep in his musing, looking at quicksand, he walked past us. Maybe he didn't even notice Belina, but maybe he no longer cared. His facial features were soft, like he fought some disease for a long time, and his glassy eyes stayed in space. In the next moment, he disappeared into the blizzard and continued our way.
Он теперь постоянно такой. Я пыталась с ним поговорить.
He's like that now.
Ни черта он не слышит.
I tried talking to him, but he doesn't even intend to listen. Yeah, God, I do feel bad for him. Because, like, he was a shit kid, like an absolute shit person. But, like, from his point of view, he literally lost his closest friend just now. And then he lost, technically, his second friend not too long ago. Well, technically, he lost a friend. And he almost got Katya with a female that he knows, so... I'm definitely curious to how this will go on his friendship boots. Specifically, if he went to the garage and Katya died, and the one where he doesn't die. I'm very curious.
Скрипка с порванными струнами.
He's like a violin with a one string.
Его мелодия угасает.
His melody is waning.
Он потерял друга.
He's lost a friend.
Даже это не повод превращаться в зомби.
Even that is not gonna be something to a zombie. Mandel.
Он забил на школу.
Stop going to school.
Боюсь, как бы не начудил чего.
I'm afraid he'll do something bad.
Каждый переживает трагедию по-своему.
Everyone processes trauma in their own way.
А как переживаешь ты?
And how do you process
Я
it?
не терял никого настолько близкого.
I haven't lost anyone that close to me.
Антон, ты
I thought it was gonna be a jump scare. Fuck.
Мы с девочками об этом все время говорим.
You almost lost your own life, Anton. I always talk about that with goals.
О чем?
About what?
Они считают, что у тебя железные нервы. И я
They think you have nerves of steel, and I
так считаю тоже.
feel the same. A strange feeling took hold of me. I was burning up from safe, but I also wanted to burst out laughing. Paulina sneaked across his plans into a racing blizzard at some place beyond a field of vision.
Тебе совсем не было страшно?
Weren't you afraid at all?
Шутишь? Я думал, посидею.
You joking? I thought my hair would turn gray.
Ты так белобрысый.
He always has white hair. Paulina giggled and then turned serious the next moment.
Мы же встречали его каждый день.
We seen that tractor driver every day.
Я постоянно об этом думаю.
Keep thinking of that.
Он выглядел таким...
He looked so normal. A psycho like that?
Псих-то псих, но
A
осторожный.
cautious psycho.
Перевозил гараж в метель, чтобы к утру не оставалось следов.
He only moved the garage during blizzard, so there would be no trace of it the next morning.
Мне ночами снится, что я выглядываю в окно, а там эта черная гадость.
Sometimes I see nightmares where I look out of the window and that black abomination is there.
Пару раз будила дедушку криками с просонку.
I even woke up Grandpa a couple times with my waking screams.
А теперь и будить некого.
Now I don't have anyone to wake up. Gram's at the hospital now. It's a blizzard today, though. Oh, I'm afraid something's gonna happen this night. My sweater from every side of my familiar room. I walked up to Belina's front gate.
Так одна просьба.
You already done so much for me, but I have one more favor to ask.
Не мог бы ты сегодня остаться?
Hey, you stay at my place for tonight.
Знаю, 2 недель не прошло. Я у родителей на жестком контроле.
I don't know. It hasn't been 2 weeks. My parents need to keep an eye on me all the time.
Придумай что-нибудь.
And think of something. Invite her.
Пожалуйста, пожалуйста.
Let's just invite her over. We can just invite Polina over.
Чувствовать себя в безопасности.
Feel much safer here.
Если мама разрешит, она сейчас на нервах.
If only if mom gives a green light. She's always so anxious nowadays.
Буду держать кулачки. И приберусь быстро, пока ты звонишь.
Let's just take Polina to our place. Boom. Problem solved. Hope for the best, and I'll also clean the place up while I can. We entered the house. The hallway did look cold and unfriendly indeed. And so looked glum even when the lights came on. Polina pointed to the phone and went to her room. Oh, wow. She even want a phone number. Wow. I gathered all my strength and dialed my phone number. Oh, shoot. Wait, hold up. Ooh, I feel like if we did something different... oh, wait, hold up. Oh, wait, hold up. Backlog. Hold up. Oh, ooh, hold up. Stupid idea. If I can find the missing person, like the other kids' missing persons, because I know there's like a phone number on them. Ooh, I wonder if we could have called them, actually. I'm actually curious. Hold up, Tiny Bunny. Mission. God damn it, I can't remember the phone numbers. That's the issue. Oh, but I'm very curious if like there's like a hidden Easter egg if we found like we've actually called some of the missing family members. Like I gather all my strength and dial my phone number. Beep. Followed by a rustling sound and complete silence. If that was Dad, he'd say I'm listening. But Mom always stayed silent after picking up, waiting for the person at the other end to speak up. Mom, it's me. Did you stay late at school?
Тут такое...
No. Look,
Не
Mom.
волнуйся. Мне тут грамоту дали. За человечность и мужество.
So I was given a diploma for humanity and valor. I used the ace up my sleeve. I would have settled for good grades without any diplomas. That's okay.
Просто одноклассники так обрадовались за меня.
It was just my classmates were so happy for me.
И мы решили отпраздновать колой и тортом.
So we decided to celebrate with cake and cold soda. It felt disgusting to lie, but what else could I say? Because they were here, Mom, can I have a friend over? She's completely home alone and she's scared. That I didn't get into the garage voluntarily. That the only reason I left my home that a cursed dog was to get rid of Zolka. Okay, Anton, a dinner is waiting for you at home. Do you want to get in trouble again?
Я подумал,
А-
лучше остаться в большой компании, чем идти одному.
I thought we'd just stay in the crowd and go to the village alone.
К тому же там метель, и она усиливается.
Besides, there's a blizzard out there and it's getting stronger. Mom hesitated for a bit. Dad's car won't start again. He'll drive you home otherwise. Okay, but you can stay. But I want you at home right after school tomorrow. It worked. And this place are you staying? So I can call them in case anything happens.
О,
I'm 2, 3, 3. Oh, wait, hold up, chat. I'm gonna be putting this in the chat. 3, 6, 7, 2, 2. And then also 2, 3, 3, 2, 6. I want to try this.
У Будаева Игоря.
Load. Let's try this. 2, 3, 3, 2, 6. The howling winds outside. Oh my gosh. I can clearly imagine him wandering along the dock. What if he came back while I was walking Paulina home? I could check. Hello. What do you want? It was Valyaska's dad. I had to try to remember his name.
Добрый вечер, дядя.
Good evening, Uncle. I glanced at the poster that featured Valyaska. If you have any information, please contact Dulgar.
Дядя Дулгар.
Uncle Dulgar.
Ты откуда звонишь, а? Слышишь, тебя весь поселок ищет, да?
Where are you coming from, eh? The whole village is looking for you, eh?
Позор на мою седую голову.
Shame on you.
Из-за тебя, шакал, папка у ментов день просидел.
Because of your Mongol daddy spent a whole day with the cops.
Я не...
I'm not.
Неребу Зарлылга. Иди домой. Я тебя устрою нагонять.
There's a multi-use swear word in Bulgarian language, akin to fuck in English or brat in Russian. Get home and I'll teach you a lesson.
Совсем страх потерял?
No fear? Have you ever gotten into my belt?
Башку откручу, слышишь?
So yeah, you hear me? I can hear you, yes. I get my teeth feeling just like Vyaska, alone and abandoned. But I'm not
Если не вернешься,
if you don't come back.
как я жить без тебя буду?
How am I supposed to live without you?
Дочек, мне же приснилось, что я тебя хороню своими руками.
Hey, Sonny. I even saw a tree mug bury you. With my own 2 hands.
Я уже терял семью. Когда твою мамку в больницу отправили,
We only lost family once. When your mommy was just sent to the hospital.
я же не кинул тебя одного. Вернулся воспитывать.
I didn't abandon you. I came back to raise you.
Так и ты. Не бросай старика.
Don't abandon you, old man.
Слышишь?
Don't do that, okay? The mumbling of drunk Uncle Dagil became totally intelligible as Slow hang up. Piaska. His father is a drunkard, and his mother apparently was in a psych ward, and the whole village probably knows about that. It's no wonder he ran away from home before, but not this time. Okay, so that was Miaska's number. But oh my gosh, we're absolutely coming back here if I could remember the phone number of the others. Because it's still like Volva and Gatia. So, now to self chat, we're coming back here later. We'll just call the mom. I'm at a innovative place. And then I instantly took her Paulina's number.
2492.
32492.
Давай привет Игорю. И не забывай про лекарства.
Say hello to Igor and don't forget to take about your meds.
Спасибо, не забуду.
Thanks, I
Мам,
won't.
а как там Оля?
Mom, how's Olga? Mom dropped a call. She probably didn't hear my last question. I put away the phone and I looked into the doorway that Paulina entered. The girl was stuffing her things into the closet. He could come in.
Джоанна спряталась в шкафу, так что пока ты в безопасности.
Gianna hid in the closet, so you're safe now.
Что сказала мама?
What did your mom say? I replied.
Честно говоря, думал, будет хуже. Наорет и все.
To be honest, I thought it would be worse. She just screamed at me when I got home.
Недооцениваешь свою маму, Петров.
You're underestimating your mom, Petrov.
Значит, отпустила?
So, she let you stay?
Ура, ура!
Well,
Слышишь?
hear that? Paulina raised a finger. the blizzard outside was fiercest. All of the streets were turned into one big snow pile came morning.
Я такая трусиха.
It's good to have you here. I'm such a scaredy cat.
Давай посмотрим телевизор, пока не выпила.
Nah. The room was turned into darkness. Evil winds howled outside. Goes out.
Сглазила. У нас такое постоянно.
Jinx, it happens all the time. Wait,
Это здесь.
something rustled, then a mat stood up, illuminating Paulina's face, and then the fire transferred to the candle. Despite the strong wind, the bedroom felt somewhat comfy now. Like when it was stormy outside, but you're at home and you know you're safe. You can even fantasize about ghosts for the thrills. But I didn't want to think about something like that. Paulina lit up several candles. I guess the power went out quite often in our house.
Телевизор отпадает. Может, сыграешь мне на гитаре?
No TV for us, then how about you play the guitar for me?
Я? Да мне медведь все уши
Me?
отпускал.
I'm pretty much toned out.
Говорила я с этим медведем. Он сказал, ты преувеличиваешь.
You must be exaggerating. There's no way an artist a sense you can be toned out.
Это очень просто.
Besides, this is so simple. He bought the guitar and stood behind me. I pulled on the nylon string to the sound of discontent busters of the instrument.
Говорю же.
Told you.
Тебе нужен репетитор.
He needed to teach them.
Беру дорого, но оно того стоит.
I trust a lot, but it's worth it.
Вот так. Не души ее. Пальцы сюда.
You gotta turn like this. Don't smother her. Put your fingers here. Paulina molded her hands like a sculptor, working with clay, as he stood behind me. I felt the aroma of her shampoo. Warmth spread all over my body, and I stopped caring about the blizzard outside.
Потом сюда, сюда.
Then there's here and G.
G.
Какой-нибудь Паганини?
Is this Pomagini or something? You whiz.
Я эту мелодию сама написала. Нравится?
I wrote this melody myself. You like it?
Правда? Звучит как какой-то радиохит.
Really, to me, it sounded like a hit song from the radio.
Мелодия такая цепляющая и одновременно очень знакомая.
This melody is so catchy and so familiar at the same time.
Спасибо. Ты меня прям засмущал.
Thank you. I'm kind of embarrassed now.
Я, конечно, эстраду не жалую, но тут соглашусь. Звучит попсовенько.
I'm not the biggest fan of pop songs, but here, I have to agree, it sounds familiar.
Давай, ты сам сможешь.
Come on, you'll show now. Why does it... Why does it somewhat sound... I don't know why, that somewhat sounded like... That somewhat sounded like Aliska's theme song. I didn't pay attention. Fuck.
А гитара точно настроена?
Punk. Oh my god. You know, I'm not gonna do this.
В задачах музыкальные инструменты.
I should have. I got locked out of an ending because of this. I'm gonna flip. We're playing refills on the instrument.
Попробуем сыграть еще раз.
Want to try again? Okay, here. 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 In here. This I got the hydrate enchant. Okay, then it's a 4. I think I legit am tripping hearing Aliska's theme song.
Класс! У меня получается!
А я говорила,
Okay.
у тебя пальцы гитариста.
I am This note. This note. Top note. That note. Okay, got it. I don't think this needed to be this long. Hold up. Also, I get it, game. You know how to draw hands better than me. I get it. I'm really blunt. Sometimes I get a little annoyed at watching My Hero Academia because, like, I get it here, Closely. You can draw hands way better than me.
Ты клёвый репетитор.
Ого, может, попробуешь...
Oh my gosh, round 3? Okay. Try me. This note. This note. That note. Gotta lock in, you guys. I swear, if this like leads to like a specific ending,
Слышишь? У меня получается.
I did it. I played the guitar.
Оказывается, ты не только художник, но еще и рок-звезда. У тебя уже биография покруче, чем у многих. Смельчак.
Какой я смельчак. Сбежал от тебя тогда, как дурачок. До сих пор
It's still so embarrassing.
Я уже и забыла.
I really forgotten about that. Just look at me straight in the eye, and at the stare made me feel cold and hot at the same time.
Пустимся на диванчик.
Selling you to the couch? I felt my foot close up to a congestion, but I still moved without hesitation. Belinda pulled away the guitar and sat next to me.
Я хотела тебе кое в чем признаться.
You know, I wanted to tell you something for a while.
Ты мне всегда нравился.
And we're getting a confession.
Встреча.
We did it, with me to the end of the Romance Invisible novel. I always liked you from the first we met before that. Even before that.
Знаешь, девочки придумывают принца.
Well, you know, we girls always come with our own prince.
Мне кажется, я тебя придумала. А ты появился.
I think I made you up, and then you became real. I felt dizzy as if I was in a Ferris wheel that carried me up into the sky. Why does it look like this is being viewed from inside the closet? Oh, I immediately do not like this ankle. Hold up. It turns out you can fly even without magical technology. Now, what was happening in this room was the definition of magic. And only the magic could fight the dark affliction that poisoned our village. Belina was waiting for something, and she wasn't the only one waiting. Yeah. No. There was somebody else in the room who wanted my attention. Hey, yo, Ola? I looked past Belina, Soldier, and Fulton Holder. A kid as if granite stood in the corner with their back to us. The hood covered their entire head. The lit silhouette was almost indiscernible in the darkness. They had already appeared before me in the garage and during Lily Belina's class. Oila? Yet the kid that always mysteriously advanced looked like a ghost, and my Oli was alive and well. What's wrong?
Кто-то есть.
There's someone here. But I didn't even peer into the side that the candlelit couldn't reach.
Это она выбралась.
That's probably just Joanna. Damn. I brought the can closer to chase away the illusion. See? I told you. The thigh cat stared at me in the light of the dancing flames. No. This is a gaslighting ghost, flat out. But as soon as I moved the light, I saw the kid's silhouette within the darkness. I forced myself to look away from the annoying sight in the corner. It was scary to talk to her, knowing that the uninvited guest was with us. It was time for me to confess.
Полина, у меня галлюцинации.
I have hallucinations. Right now?
И сейчас, и вообще.
No, in just general.
Странные штуки.
I see things.
Сказать, ты сумасшедший?
Are you seeing going crazy?
Доктор говорит, это переходный возраст. И скоро пройдет. Надо
But-
принимать лекарства.
We're taking the meds because of a puberty thing?
Они у тебя с собой?
Do you have them with you? I know it as I took out the packets of pills.
Чего ты ждешь?
What do you mean? The fuck do you mean we need like anger and anxiety pills for puberty? Wait, what? But was really? I looked in the corner again. The silhouette didn't change its pose, but now as I saw, it was Boiler. I whispered barely audible in the howling wind. It broke through the thick layers of snow from under the frozen soil, as if my sister was calling for me from the grave. Wait, do you guys think she might be sick because the Force Master might have like separated her soul from the body? Come back to me, please. You're scaring me. In the other world, Orla cried and called out my name over and over. My gaze stuck to the packets of pills again. Take the meds or no? Oh no, oh fuck. I do think this... is this the Force Master playing tricks on Anton? Because we haven't delivered any meat to them? Or is it like actually like a general like they need help? Oh fuck. I'm not taking it. But what if this is not an illusion? I squeezed the pills in my hand. Healthy as a host, you refuse to take medication at Paulina's place. Oh, specifically at her place. So I wonder if it's like different locations. What if Ollie needs my help or wants to warn me about something?
Антон, быстрее!
Come on, Anton. I found after seeing her the fear that flashes into Paulina's eyes, not even fear or a growing panic.
Происходит.
What's going on? The cry grew louder, it filled the entire room. Did Paulina wince? Did she just look at the corner? Can she hear too?
Это не галлюцинации.
Those weren't hallucinations. Paulina shrieked when somebody pounded the door with their fist. The cat rushed towards the ceiling, tearing down the curtains and disappeared into the darkness. We both sank. She shook her head while her whole body trembled. Orla's cries and the dreamy song of the blizzard mixed into a single chorus. The doors was getting pounded with hands and feet. The flames flickered and the darkness grew and grew thicker. Are you home? It's her grandpa. It's just her grandpa who got discharged from the hospital. Yeah, what the fuck in the middle of the night? But why does the voice sound like his mouth is full of fangs?
Что ты наделал, Антон? Почему ты не выпил таблетки?
There's a mess of an area. What the fuck do you mean? He's seeing this too. He was supposed to have her wide open eyes. Come out, my dear child. If you don't come out in one piece, at least give me a slice. The fuck was that line? God, did he learn how to walk? Walk in the blizzard, walk in the darkness? A monstrous figure flashed in the window. Ah! The hot breath made the vine throb, and the bulging eyes flashed in the resulting clean spots. Somebody huge peeked into the room to make sure it was full of fresh meat. Its claws break the icy crust and scratch the glass. Ugh. The windows pop, washing us with a freezing cold. Glass fragments scattered across the floor. Bony sickles grab at the window's frame. Just be sure, you guys, did I save? Yeah, I saved at this moment because I swim. The wind broke into the room and put out the most of the candles, but just a single one continued to burn after falling over. Paul believed so that I could see how the creature of the night came to visit the screaming Belina. They had a leader. I covered my face with my hands from horror, looking at the giant creature that appeared in the window through my fingers. Oh, I think there's Aliska. Its hungry eyes glowed in the semi-dark like silver moons. The creature reached out its hand and pointed at us with daggers, like finger. A pack of mad wolves rushed into the room, like a current that washed away everything in its path. A giant got in after them. It straightened out towards the ceiling with all of its horrifying heights. Its long ears trembled above its bulky head. Shadows of the creature ran painting on the walls. The candle fire splattered to the tablecloth, and it crackled as it burned. The smoke of the scorcher inside of my nose, hungry demons smoked in the red-hot well. Belina, paralyzed with fear, I watched Belina jump up from the sofa trying to escape. When she reached to the center of the room, she started shaking and fell to her knees in front of the eldritch abomination. The monster that came from the forest from the chilly graves. The bunny reached out with his left paw and clutched Belina's hair. The fingers on his right hand had torn into a fan, revealing in the helplessness of his victims. His claws slowly traced the outline of the girl's face. Oh, that's... Oh my god, he's cutting her face. Oh no, no, no. Across the jawbone and under her skin and then up again. Belina screamed, oh god, oh god. Her skin buck under the claws flesh, her tears flowing among... Oh, no. Is he laughing? Belina from what's left of his... Why is he laughing? Now she laughed and emerged from the hole in a glowing mess. Her eyes and the blood of eyelids perfectly matched spun in the sockets. I wanted to die to stop watching that. I was paralyzed with fear. You can't do anything, coward. She useless, you can't even protect me. I plugged my ears with my fingers, but I couldn't seal. Hromka was 1,000 times better. Remember, Lisa. There is no way we can save me, Anton. There's not a single universe of yours. Do. The fire raged on behind us. When the smoke reached Belina, she screamed again. She probably realized what was about to happen. The paw entered many clouded testes with the schoolboy. The creature licked its lips and threw the squeaking wow, oh gosh, Mark. Oh, that is just... Wow. The disrespect in this kill. That is disrespectful, holy hell. Her legs began to more than just all something of... Wow, that is just... Wow. No, actually, no. We are outcast because of the likes of you. The whole pack have only bitten the moon, but you had to be special. You only will dissolve into a stomach casket. You're supposed to be claimed by the fullest. Your name will be forgotten. The wolves howled. The beast closest to me jumped, its jaws locked into my throat, its teeth screamed through my place started swayed in the wall. I clung to the sticky wolf scalp with my finger, channeling the last of my strength to push away the predator. Well, is it scary to die? All the scream stopped, but its echo still inside my skull. The pain was gone. The wolves, the monster, the planet, all of it was gone. I was transported from the burning bed into my own hallways. Was that all just a dream? I felt my intact neck. Not only the night that I put in this place, but the entire last month. Oh, wait a minute. Not only the night Polina's place, but the entire last month, the Rudy got here and I escaped from the garage too. Was all of that the product of my delusional brain? Oli was still with me on the floor, but not where I left her. She was now lying on my chest. As if while I was out of it, she woke up and tried to save me by calling out to me, by getting me out of the clutches of her with a scream, and then she lost conscious again. Oh, so that's why losing the ghost goal. It was because Oli was trying to make up the clues. Because why? Because when I took the second pill, I was like, wait, what's the recommended dosage limit? The blizzard glanced out the windows, the clocks finally ticked loudly. Black figures moved towards the house, surrounded by darkness. They were hungry. They still waited for the treats. I needed help, so I went into the hallway, slipping and sliding. We gotta make the call. I clutched the phone. The speaker was silent first, but then barely audible beeps came through. I imagined the post sway in the wind, the wires ringing as they were about to be snapped in half by hungry jaws. My fingers spun the dial. I dialed Paulina's number, the phone vibrated beeps as short as my breath. Finally, I called the police, but the dry female voice on the other end just kept on repeating the same words over and over. The line is busy, the line is busy, the line is busy. I dropped the phone. In the kitchen, the fridge began as if it turned off. The lights went out, flinging me into the complete darkness. That was only lasted for a moment. Only it seemed like a particular phantom in the hallway that pretended to the shadows from furniture keep closer. Oh, that was a bunny. Ass to ass. Dusk to dusk. I started whispering the useless chant, but stopped midway. Nature wailed on the other side of the door barrier. Whoever was walking towards the house, sneaking with the song, was my parents. They wouldn't crawl on a roof, scratching with their claws. They wouldn't look into our kitchen windows. We need to barricade ourselves before it's too late. I chopped out the cabinet with an axe that required some building material. Zorka circled around my leg, followed all of my axe in curiosity. Metal nails dug into the wood. I slammed their head with the axe's butt. Mom and Dad will be pissed off, but fuck it. I near the planks through the window frame, sealing the house from the horror creeping into blizzard. Another window was barricaded from pieces of furniture. I pulled them to check for integrity. I wandered around the house. It seemed frighteningly big now. This suffocated on the thought that I'll summon into a scrawling monster as I turn it around a corner. I would go to the kitchen, but ended up in the black rust, pretending to be. Frosty wind scratched at the door. Unless it is. Something evil flats in the gaps between the planks. Beat us. Damn, we're locked in. I started the stairs and fixed my gaze on the front door. With an axe on my lap, with a hot piece on my heart, it would be used as the hammer and nails. I sat and stared, my whole body shivering. I sat instead, losing the last vagueness of my sanity, and sat and fell into slumber. Ooh, from the monster's point of view, that's cool, actually. I dreamt of someone bit me. My signal was washed away by this intense ringing of the doorbell. Did Dad return with the doctor, or was it Mom getting back some medicine? Or maybe that hungry pack fan was sort of to dime. I sneaked around the hallway, planks under my feet seeking to give me away. It was there, silence. Or did someone answer me but was silenced by the blizzard? I pressed my face against a peephole, but was sated with rime. There was only a blurry, barely discernible silhouette on the porch. You guys can't see this, but I'm actually covering my face with my hand. Were they wearing a mask? Probably not. I had an equal chance of getting help from a night guest who were being torn to pieces right in the hallway. Zolka darted to my side from the kitchen near the door. It was angrily crawling at the floor. Dog don't like. I'm trusting dog. I think this is because we... So this was always funny. Let's listen to the dog. I backed away into the corridor, into the invasive shadows. Somebody clutches knocked on the door, insisting on being let in. No way. Whoever it is, they're not welcome here. Mom and Dad had their own keys to the house, and that meant that the unexpected visit clearly carried a threat. They knew we were home alone. He didn't let the guests in. That was the achievement. The porch creaked. The guests clearly changed their mind and left, disappearing into the blizzard. The lights went out. Darkness splashed from all nook and crannies. The blizzard moaned and intensified. I blinked like crazy, clutching the handrail. The sound of the flute enveloped the seeping through the cracks into the cryptic walls. Somebody started pounding on the door. I backed it from the wall from surprise. Oh, Jesus left us, you guys. Oh, Jesus left us. Oh, we're actually alone now. Not even God want to be here. A hail of strikes was unleashed on the door, bending it like a thin sheet of plywood, as if dozens of fists and legs were simultaneously punching and kicking the door. It's them. The door danced in the doorway, dust blew from the platwoods. The rumbling noise stopped as suddenly as they started. I rushed to the kitchen. I heard a hot, trending, squeaking sound, as if someone was driving their claws into the walls. Then, the flapping wings. The night crawled like a giant stomach. And then they hatched from the shadows, nasty mugs in the gaps between the boards. They pressed against the windows, leaving pulse and scratched maggots on the glass. Crooked fingers scratched against the glass. Bared fangs scratched away the vine. Lines of teeth bared themselves in the gap. Wait, is this noise bugging you guys? Like, is the sound effects here like hurting your ears? So like, is it hurting you guys or no? Is the noise okay? Eyes shone from left to right. Dead beasts stared at us from the outside and smoked. Open up, buddy. We're hungry. We want to. Give here. We want to smell you. Dance with us, bunny boy. Dancing blood, long-haired fool. Let us rest in your hot gut. In your hot bud. State our hunger. Hunger. The eyes gone like stars in the pitch black skies. Glass popped in the kitchen. The invading wind played with our hair. It brought a flute melody, quick and simply, like a poisonous viper. The monster thrust her paws into the gaps between the planks, click with the claws, demanding their treats. A huge deformed hand held out a bunny mask full of balls from worms to no one in particular. State our hunger. Let us drink the sacrificial blood. Crave us a slice. Bunny, show yourself. Be brave. Give the beast best meat they crave. I plucked my ears with my fingers. A nasty voice subsided, only to be replaced by another sneering voice.
Ты должен. Ты обязан кормить.
At on you must feed them,
Сам стать мясом.
or become the meat yourself.
Очередь. Посмотри на меня.
It's your turn. Look at me. I set my gaze to the axe. The blade reflected in my twisted face. I couldn't recognize myself.
Вот так.
Yes, just like that. The voice pleaded sweetly.
Выбирай тщательнее. Не дай.
Choose carefully. Don't get killed. Right in front of me, the illumination by the moonlight of the blade-sharp claws was silvery bunny mask.
Настоящий.
A true face.
Поможет отомстить нам тем, кто бил и унижал нас.
It'll help us get revenge on those who hit and bullied us.
Поможет стать настоящим собой.
It will help us to become who we truly are. My little sister snowed innocent as she kept slept on the floor, as if nothing was happening around her.
Кто меня не видит, значит, самое время выбрать жертву.
No one can see me. That means it's time to choose the sacrifice. I'm fucking. What is the choice? I'm fucking sorry. That is actually. These are not. Crazy. I love you guys. I'm getting my cat. Okay, I got my cat Grace with me. Come on, Grace, become my emotional support animal. The axe fell to the floor, and my hands instinctively reached off the mask. Oh, was it to choose who to put the mask on? I accepted it and ran my fingers through my hand. Wait, that was... Wait, hold up. I'm safe scummy. What is this choice about exactly? The next moment, Oli started mumbling to herself. The beast went silent, but the claws still scratched to the bones ever so slightly. This must be tasty.
Она ничего не почувствует.
The voice in my head replied, "Hurry up, she won't feel a thing." I checked those. Hold up, what's the choice here exactly? Should I just go back to my original one, or except do this one? I can't know, my muscles turned to stone. Something formed within my skull and exciting my memories.
И не будет больно, как все устроено. Твой.
No. No. That was the choices about. What the fuck? Oh, this is just. Oh, I don't want to continue this. Oh, no. No, I'm not continuing this. No, fuck off. No. I'm sorry, but I didn't understand what this choice meant. Please inquire will come. It's in the floor. I only regret I had was not being able to see her when she grows up. And once she'll finally able to achieve her dreams of going to Disneyland. The paws retreat from the cracks between the bullets and crawled away. 1, 2, time to play with you. 3, 4, 5, the owl will arrive. The beast was waiting, they must be fed. Fed, I thought. Fed final angle. Didn't stop. Instead, I grabbed the door handle for the fox with the fares of my tasty meal. So was nothing for him. A single heavy tear fell from my lasses. Black set his desk on Anton, only to pounce on him from every distance. So, oh wow, so it really was who do we let die from here? What the fuck? I'm fucking sorry, what the fuck? Child Liston left his home and had to return. A local family is looking for an interpreter for a mystical student dead by his features. What the fuck? Where's my boy? What the fuck? I am actually confused. Present day? What? Well, can you hear me? I unglued myself from the window and sleepily wiped my moist eyes. Mom was helping Anya take off the shoes in the hall. Who's Anya? I was busy with the stove. My elder daughter minced her way towards the bathroom. Such a big girl, almost as old as I was when we moved to the village. Don't you give mommy a kiss? I'm coming, Mom. I have a surprise. Mom entered the kitchen, took the skull off her civil hair. After Dad died back in 2010, her hair went white super fast, but even wrinkles wouldn't deprive her of her usual regal beauty. She often visits us at the city nowadays, in a big and bright 3-room apartment. Such a snowfall. Phew. How do you even go through the forest near your village in such conditions? You get used to it. I met Tekhanov on my way home recently. He helped me carry the bags. Remember him? I met an image of a strict policeman floated in my mind. His strong hands carried me out of the house on that unfortunate night. How is he doing? Being an old fool. I can't stand them. How's kindergarten? The type of entertainment event for kindergarten and primary school kids features stage plays, contests, and other activities. Where's your husband? Yeah, I looked it away for. Yeah, so basically what happened was Anton chose to sacrifice himself. Anya saw her brother get eaten alive, and now a time skip happened, and Olive's an adult now with her own kid. I was like, yeah, really? That's it's his fifth today. He'll be back from the holidays. I could barely calm Anton down. Does he still have trouble? He's always kicking you, turning to sleep. Having nightmares, I guess. Babies can't have nightmares. That's just cramps. What's in the bag? Everything we need. A salad and Western cuisine as a department of the spot. So this include diced quick veggies, potatoes, carrot, vinaigrette. Chop onions as well as. My mom actually made this today, not gonna lie.
Шампанское завтра куплю.
I'll buy some pizza tomorrow and we'll be ready to celebrate. The kettle started whiskey on the stove, all my food walked across the kitchen. I was stirring the stew. I looked into the hallway, a fox good stood there. The spoon fell out of my hand.
А я лисичка.
I'm a foxy, I gulped and forced out a smile. The masked kid was an ordinary piece of plastic with a nose and whisker painted on. Come here, sunshine. Anya came over without a word.
А как же мне тебя
Аня.
целовать в маске-то?
How am I supposed to kiss you when you wear that?
А
Uh-huh.
вот так.
Easy. I smoothed the cold plastic. Instantly lifted my lips from my own.
Лучше сними.
Can you take it off, please? What about Foxy? Mom watched her granddaughter as if remembered some distinct memory. The lightest of smiles flashed on her withered face.
Снимай, кому говорю. Кушать будем.
He said, take it off, we're about to eat. Later, they cried into the next room. See, you wake up your little brother. Go, pause off the table. I got the fox danced to my mom. I went to the hallway and heard the conversation behind me. Okay, wanna play hide and seek? And who's it? You. My bone's fine. 1, 2, time to play with you. Why does he look so really rendered compared to the mom? I don't know why, but is this me or like does he look really rendered differently compared to the mom? Like I definitely feel like this is like made with like a 3D model. I don't know why. The owl will arrive. I saw my eyes flinging back to the sudden fit of migraine. 6 on N. The wolf's gray fur will stand. My parents told me that Anton was at fault there. He didn't listen to them, went outside, and got lost in the snowstorm. But I knew. Somewhere far away in the village, a certain house beaked in sorrow. It didn't change even after all those years. A web of sadness in the corner, the rustic attic, and the eternal sight of the target outside. The internet connections and cell phone coverage were both unstable there, unlike the fog. I stepped into the kids' room. Later Anton, named after his late uncle, mourned in his crib. I felt milk was, that would be that line. I followed by a feeling of oppressive access. Hungry bees were dancing in the circle in front of my eyes. We danced, they said. We always dance, and we are always hungry. I get close to the crib and looked inside. My son waved his tiny fist in the air. There was an old mole-eaten mask on his chest. I gazed into the empty cavities of its highball. Darkness itself stared back at me. That end? What the actual fuck? Okay, so I think that might be one of the bad endings. Well, that means one thing, you guys. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but we're gonna kill her. Oh, now the skip is working. They hear they devout OS fast.
Вот ваше угощение, два! Не трогайте меня!
Дети, все живы? Антон, мы до вас еле добрались. Твои родители... О, боже.
Oh, fuck.
Что ты натворил?
Все не так. Это все звери.
All of these, what the fuck?
Они сказали, что мой черед. Где мои родители?
Об этом мы и пришли тебе сообщить.
That's what we came to tell you?
Они погибли в автокатастрофе.
Oh, fuck, they died in this car crash?
Им повезло. Они не узнают, что ты натворил.
What the, This is, I think, is worse? What?
Такс. Кто, говоришь, заглядывал вам в окна?
So who was looking at your window again?
Звери.
The
Оленька,
beast.
совушка, медвежутка. Они были голодными, понимаете?
They were hungry, okay?
Зайчик сказал, что я должен буду их
And the
накормить.
bunny told me that I need to feed them.
Какой еще волчий?
Why both what bunny? What the fuck are you?
Зоопарк на выезде, что ли?
Was I traveling to something? I searched in fear. Look at me, Mongo. Have you ever heard about what it can do to you? I shook my head. That's what they inject the loonies with. It twists your muscles, a hell's torture. Want to try it?
Нет,
No. Why? Do they understand? Can't they feel what looks the fullest? Doc Thaga looked at me from the map right above the officer's head. A place far away from civilization, where howls, hoot, and icy fingers of living corpses skip the frosty ground.
нашли следы.
Did you find the footprints?
Они топтали в поле, во дворе.
They walk over the field in the front yard.
Они.
Them again. Diligent rolled his eyes.
Уже занес твою халупу.
It's
пацан.
true.
Её зовут Хрен раз-
We were able to find it, let alone any footprints. I wonder how Golia got so badly that I scooped up an empty chair and pressed it and raised it to my chest. So I could not exchange meaningful guesses with my colleagues. The lieutenant was softened, but I felt there was something else. Do you know what this is? He placed a small plastic container of pills in front of me.
Витамины,
Vitamins?
Что такое шизофрения? Знаешь?
Do you know what schizophrenia is?
психическое
A mental illness.
На, сынок. Её сопровождают на
A
руке.
companion with cognitive differences is with most men of disillusion. I had no idea where he was going. What motives did it have with me?
Лекарство, подавляющее болезнь.
There is a medication that can help suppress that illness, but they don't always work. I thought I will probably stop hugging empty chairs as well as compulsively licking my lips that was stronger than me.
Я видел черный гараж.
I saw the black vase. Licked the lighter, ignited cigarettes. I started coughing, which only made him smoke.
Гараж — это байка.
It's an urban legend.
Я вот газету «Криминал» почитал. Там часто про забугорных маньяков пишут.
They often talk about serial killers from overseas.
Заключается в том, что лет 20 назад американец Герберт Малин убил дюжину человек, чтобы предотвратить...
20 years ago, American Harbor Pill doesn't appear to prevent earthquake.
Его земляк Ричард Чейз пил человеческую кровь, потому что
See?
считал, что это спасет его от яда, который якобы кололи ему тайные нацистские организации.
Я не знаком с этими
I don't know these people. What the fuck? A voice was inquiring and full of fake sympathy. Of course you don't.
Но ты знаком с...
But you know, boy, a sad, depressed little boy whose parents were on a blink of the bus, and this was only worse in its condition.
говорящих зверей. Подружился с ними.
He made a bunch of talking animals, and then he befriended them. He took a long puff and let out a cloud of smoke.
Нет.
My thought got tangled, my vision blurred. I jumped over the first Felisa. I was in Grandpa's fourth palace.
После исчезновения
After Simon went missing, he became the person of interest.
замкнутый
A
мальчик
weird, introverted boy like that, but we didn't have enough evidence, even when Katya disappeared. As a nasty, disgusting police officer, but his partner quickly returned to my seat.
Мальчик устранял своих врагов.
The boy eliminated his enemies, but the beast in his head demanded more. They forced him to so.
Зарубить родной... Семена ты нагнал в чаще. Катю увел под предлогом поделиться каким-то секретом. Вову случайно встретил на прогулке в лесу. Возможно, ты хотел поиграть с его автоматом, а он не... Перестаньте! Сложнее с Сенечкой. Она пропала до твоего переезда сюда. И это долго
I
сбивает.
don't
Твоя
remember.
бабка похоронена здесь, не так?
You against his baby, right?
Это все не взаправду.
Check a movie, but so I'm not reading anything, you guys.
Поселок в декабре.
In December,
Шку на кладбище.
to visit Grandma's cemetery.
Там ты и приметил Сеню. Ад, это наш... Я не придумал бы тебе наказание хуже, чем...
You did. Take him away. What the fuck is this ending? Oh, he went on this fucking psych ward? Oh, wait, what kind of ending is this? Face is completely white, printed never end here. It is good, but most of it's look at me and my neighbors who met go walk escort into the canteen to choose solid food. Some of them are faithful straws who are using men in the corridor. Dirty and misbehaved, they nap on the benches or scratch the walls with their knives. Those who don't behave end up in the soft room or even worse in the basement. After they became completely silent and empty like dolls. I always behave though. I don't get beaten with rubber batons like the guilty ones, but the people who say room with me can be monstrously mean. Not all of them actually suffer from... I try to forget some words, but yes, some people here just to hide from the giraffe. And lost its manhood, but several loopholes can be dodged to the giraffe. One of them is faking a the anus, or by being medical staff to admit a person with a psych ward where they can undergo the treatment and therefore are deemed unfit for military service. Those fakers bully me for no reason, just like former classmates. They might put out the cigarettes on the bare parts of my body or make me wash their clothes, laughing all the while. One day I slipped in the village mall and snuck up on me while I was sleeping and was... What the actual fuck is this? Fucked. Toga Wolf is not your friend. The winter so far has been especially harsh, and the beasts in the woods have been going crazy. The village was still shaken by the massacre presented by the mentally ill schoolboy. When a new disaster struck, Toga wolves are now terrorizing the locals. Just like Reese, they snatched 2 kids right from the edge of the village. There were witnesses to traces of blood, and wolf prints leading to the thicket. Locals say that the royal beasts have changed. Somehow, they fear neither fire nor bullets. Some say the wolves became smarter. They move in packs, loyal and acting like dogs. And at night, instead of their usual house, people hear crackling. The hunters warn, don't go into the forest without a serious reason, and keep your kids at home. Entering the dark forest right now is the same as walking into a mouth of beasts. What is the actual fuck? Okay, so I think I got in the... Those are actual chat endings. Okay, what do we need to do differently? Let's take a look. So... These were the main things we have. So... On the start of the Bolina side, the first option was to kill the dog. That's one here, but if we chose to let the dog live, we have to take the pills. We can still go with either Bolina or Katya. Then we can either take the pills or refuse, and there's also letting the person in. I'm genuinely like, what the actual fuck? I just hope that is like a slightly better ending. Like, I have been told that chapter episode 5 is super big. But like there's a lot of endings apparently, so hopefully there's a slightly better ending. But for something to at least get our spirits in highest places. Wait, before we go, use my cat Norton to cheer us up. What the actual fuck? No, we need some cute cat stuff. I'll see you on Tuesday to play for some more art, maybe. Who knows, maybe might do some time. Wow. Good night, everyone. Fuck off.